everybody? Welcome aboard. Happy Friday. It's good to see you all. I hope you're doing well. Chevy Rule 727 is doing pretty well. Happy Friday, my friend. Yeah, we survived another week. We made it into the weekend. I was literally running my air conditioner last Saturday and Sunday. And because it was in like the low to mid 70s here in the US, which what is 74? Let's see, 74 C or F in C. You said my resub too early.
My resub too early.
Space City, thanks, buddy. We'll get the proper thanks in a second. So it was 74 Fahrenheit or 23.33333333 repeating Celsius last Saturday and Sunday for that matter. It was a very beautiful couple of days. My good buddy Nathan from Indiana came out here and stopped by for an evening. I broke my dry January rule for 2 days. Him and I went out and had some beers on Saturday, and then we went out and had some beers on Sunday as well. And it was nice. It was nice. One of the breweries we went to, they had everything opened up. Actually, two of the breweries we went to had everything opened up outside, and it was very pleasant. It was a very nice day. It was fantastic. Outside of that, no flying or anything. We were gonna go up on Sunday, flying. Actually, I was gonna either go up Saturday night or Sunday, and it was. I think I just had a spit bubble come out of my mouth, and it was floating in the air, and that was really weird. So we had. I was supposed to go flying, and the winds were like gusting to 35 or 40 knots. And like the winds aloft were blowing at 40 to 50 knots at 2,000 feet. I wasn't going to go up and fly in that weather. So I'm supposed to go flying tomorrow. I think it seems likely it's just going to be a little cold. And we'll see how it goes. Stealth Bob, good to see you, man. The Arc, happy Friday. Good to see you guys. SP&Oz, welcome aboard. It rained in Sydney yesterday. Holy crap, 1.5 inches. That's a lot of rain, dude. That's like going from nothing to everything. Has that Espionage, has that helped to curtail the wildfire situation? Was the rain widespread enough to help with that? Bird Strike, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man. So so that was the weekend, and then the week was just kind of chill. Like I went down to the full motion sim down in Norwood on Tuesday. Did some work there. I've got some stuff to do this weekend for that, and I had a chance to shoot a couple of approaches.
Still one of my fave moments from Expo. We were standing around near the A320 sim.
Oh, I
was talking to Brad in time to jet, and just out of pure not thinking, I asked Brad, "Oh, I guess they don't have the autothrottle animated, just remember they don't move."
Why, yes. That's pretty good, dude. Thank you for the donation, man. I'll get a formal donation here in a second. The A320 throttles definitely don't move. A little different than the Boeings. I went down there for the full motion stuff. I got the Redbird sim to crash twice. Just freaking crashed to desktop, man. So it's good to know that like $115,000 or whatever simulator is still kind of a flaming pile of poo because it's running on, FSX P3D old school technology. But whatever, it's fine. I got to shoot a couple approaches. I got to log a couple approaches. I have an excuse to go back down there again in probably the next couple of weeks and do some more stuff. One of these days, I do want to try to set up a live stream down there, but they're working on getting Pilot Edge integration in. So I think I'm going to wait until that happens, and then kind of figure some stuff out around how to do that. Norwood is where the big mall is, right? I don't know. Is there a mall down? There's a mall down there, but I don't know if it's a big one or not. Was flying on Sunday, Stadium Visual 29 into Newark. Oh yeah, dude, I bet you got tossed. KK Bash, what's going on, my friends? Good to see you. Shiku16, welcome aboard. Changed my name to that guy from California. Gotcha. Okay. Tim already. I said hello to Tim. I said hello to Tim like 3 times. So yeah, that was the week. That was that, and then the rest of the week was just kind of chill, man. We had some friends over on Thursday, and it's just been kind of cruising along. My buddy Stan and I fired up some Mordhau last night, and I think maybe tomorrow night if I'm feeling up for it, tomorrow night might be a good time to bust out a Mordhouse stream, to show you guys how absolutely ridiculous that game is. Did I shoot the approaches with weather and sim? Oh yeah. I set the weather for 600 overcast and I think 1 mile visibility. So I shot them down to ILS or down to minimums and whatnot. Hey, we got a level 2 hype emote. Thank you. That setting there seems like a better cadence for the hype train than the other stuff, because what's going to happen is it's going to trigger at the very beginning of the stream, especially on Fridays, and then it's going to go away. I could turn it off completely, but whatever. It's fine. People get some emotes out of it. Cosmic, what's going on, man? It's good to see you. Chase Blyken, welcome aboard. Just bought the Salt Lake City scenery pack, went and loaded it up, and there's nothing there. Check your scenery load order and make sure that's all kosher. So, yeah, so that was kind of the week. So we played some, like I said, we played some Mordhau. That game is Medieval Combat Simulator is what that game is. It's very, very violent, very, very bloody, hilariously awesome. So I might try to stream a little bit of that at some point tomorrow if I'm feeling up for it. Tomorrow we're supposed to go flying. I think it's going to happen, but it's going to start snowing here in the Boston area probably around 4 o'clock or so. So it's just a matter of getting up, doing our scenic tours and whatnot, and getting back down. I don't know quite to what extent I'm going to be going around, like going to be tooling around, but taking some folks up, and it should be a good time. And then Sunday I'm just gonna freaking chill, man. Try to get some work done. I've got some stuff. He keeps driving through my engine. It kind of bothers me. I've got some stuff to do for the channel. I've got some stuff to do for super top secret future plans, and whatnot. So I've been cooking up some ideas this week about super top secret future plans. And maybe in probably 3 or 4 weeks we'll be in a position to talk more about that stuff. But that's going to be consuming a fair amount of my time outside of studying for CFI and commercial and kind of all that stuff. Didn't a plane slide off the runway in Kansas? I think it did. Yeah, it was a taxiway that they slid off of, and I think they slid off as they were taxiing out to take off to depart. I don't know the exact details. Bubble Matuna, what's going on, buddy? So yeah, let's say some thank yous. We'll get this show on the road. Go do some flying tonight. I'm having tea again because it's still dry January. I might break dry January again tomorrow with some folks. We'll kind of wait and see what happens there. But for now, we have some chamomile mint tea. It's very fantastic. I love this stuff. And we'll say some thank yous and we'll get going. So first of all, tonight we had Mr. L.A. Marcus here for 33 months. L.A. Marcus, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers. This cup is kind of heavy. Following that was Shinrar Valar for 11 months. Mr. Shinrar, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers, my friend. After that, we had Anthrax91 with the 1100 bits. The stream brought to you by Cloud Ahoy, 4Flight, X-Plane 11, powered by AMD. Anthrax, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers. WBS52, Mr. Bill is here for 37 months. Thank you very much, Bill, for 37 months. I do appreciate that. Cheers, buddy. After that was Micebuster with 9 months. Says, I'm back. It's good to see you. It's good to see you too. Welcome back, my friend. Happy Friday. Thank you very much for the 9 months. Cheers. Following that was J10 Games. Justin is back from his hiatus. Justin's good to see you again, buddy. Remember to glad to be back. Thank you very much for 33 months of support. I do appreciate that. Cheers, my friend. Chevy Roll 727, the one and only, is here for 3 years, 36 months. Thank you very much, Mr. Chevy, for 36 months for the free Prime sub. I appreciate that. Throttle up, my friend. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. Space Dandy with 1,000 bits says, used up my resub too early. See you flying the A319. Lol. Thank you very much, Space Dandy, for the bits. I do appreciate that. Cheers, buddy. Stealth Bob is here for 3 years as well. Mr. Stealth Bob, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers to you, my friend. I appreciate that. Stakes had the donation. Says, still one of my favorite moments from Expo. We were standing around near the A320 sim. I was talking to Brad in Time to Jet. And just out of pure not thinking, I asked Brad, oh, I guess they don't have the auto throttle animated. Just remembered they don't move. Stakes, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers, buddy. I appreciate it. Next up is Mr. Ishiku16 with 24 months. Glad to be here for 2 years. Changed my name from that guy from California. Just FYI. Ishiku, thank you very much for your continued support. Cheers. Appreciate it. Is it Ishiku? 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 Ishik-you? How do you say it? Where's the capitalization and the spaces and all that stuff? Cosmic R5, thanks for 10 months. Here's to entering double digits. Thank you very much, sir, for your 10 months support. I do appreciate that. Cheers. And last but not least, Bubble Mattoon is here for 30 months. 3-0. Happy Friday to you, sir. I'm enjoying some Gentleman's Jack. What are you drinking tonight? Chamomile mint tea. Cheers, my friend. We'll get back on the whiskey train in a couple more weeks. Navarine, yes, I'm working on CFI and CPL, right? Or CPL and then CFI right now. And then some fun stuff to hopefully come after that happens. That will likely coincide with the release of an upcoming product from a very well-known developer. The plane had a landing gear collapse in Kansas. Oh, okay. They had the landing gear collapse because they went off the runway, right? Or did they collapse on the way down? Like, I don't know. I don't actually know the story. So, Rigorian, good to see you. Rigorian knows the story, right? Not sure what's so great about being Swiss, but the flag is a big plus. Thank you for that. We get everybody here? I sort of guessed it at Ishiku. Okay, Ishiku. So I was pretty close. Yeah. So we're here. We'll be flying tonight. We're going to be flying on VATSIM this evening. We're flying to the F&O in Atlanta tonight. Currently, there are no controllers online, which is disappointing for our first 2.5 legs. Our first leg and a half, I should say. But we'll see what happens there. So pull the route up here. We're going to be taking off out of the, not Chicago O'Hare. I was going to do Chicago O'Hare because a controller jumped on, but they left. So we are KMCI. Taking off out of Kansas City International Airport. We're doing the Jeff Favignano milk run over to St. Louis. From St. Louis, we're then going to make the turn and make our way down to Atlanta, where it will probably be a fairly uneventful arrival coming in there, because I suspect they're going to be able to handle gigantic levels of traffic. As of right now, we're going to be on Unicom and whatnot, just hanging out for the first, like I said, leg and a half or so. St. Louis is forecast to be kind of crappy, kind of all night. So I'm interested in seeing what we have going in there. I imagine there will be some icing. I imagine there will be some low-ish ceilings and definitely some low visibility. So that will be fun. And of course, out of here, it's complete crap from the moment you get off the ground. So we're going to be doing this plane. This is the Toliss A319. She's a real pretty plane. I keep forgetting to get the Blue Sky Star sound pack. So once again, we're running the IAE sound expansion pack, or whatever the name there is. MCI is the worst design airport. It's not much of a looker, that's for sure. I don't know anything. I've never been to Kansas City, so I don't really know anything about it. I know that what I do know about Kansas City is that OMG Edson recently moved out there from the Sky Lounge, and he seems to be absolutely loving it in Kansas City. He moved out from San Francisco, so yeah, we're flying the Toliss, the 319. I love this airplane. It's pretty good. There's not much to say about it, you know. I mean, there's plenty to say about it, but yeah. Can get you a tower at SDF or kind if you would like, or Indianapolis. Now we're not going to do Louisville or Indianapolis. I wanted to go someplace that had some weather, and St. Louis has got the weather, and St. Louis is going to keep having the weather, so that's why we're doing that. All right, so we are ground power connected, so let's go ahead and grab the alignment here, and we'll come down here, and we'll start that up. So init from KMCI/KSTL. And align IRSs, so we'll start that process. There's no clearance to call because there's nobody online. So let's just go ahead and get ourselves set up here. This is gonna be real easy tonight. All right, so we are loading some people and fuel up. So let's open the ICE screen up. Aircraft configuration. There we go. And SimBrief is telling us that there are 127 passengers going to St. Louis Airport. And our zero fuel weight should be 55.5 kilos. 55.6 is what we got right there. 55.5, that looks pretty good to me. Apply these load settings. Good. And then our block fuel is going to be 6.6. 6,600. So that's people and fuel. And then we can come down to the old FMC and start doing some programming. So flight plan, MCI. Mr. Servant Ian, thank you very much for your 37 months of support. I do appreciate that. Cheers, my friend. I hope you're doing well, Ian. Ian, you should come fly with us, man. Grab a jet, go. There's nobody online right now. Mr. Sanchez, good to see you, buddy. It's Matthew. I'm doing pretty well, man. How are you? Taker's Minion, welcome aboard. No snow yet for us, but it's coming. It's coming tomorrow night. KK Bash, thank you very much for 16 months. I do appreciate that. Cheers. Yeah, we're under a winter weather advisory. I don't think we're going to see much more than like 3 or 4 inches where I'm at. That'll be definitely will be a little bit different once you are up north of us. Let's put it that way. Eagle 11, are you guys going to get much snow up there where you're at? Let's see. Your winds are 14016. So we'll just take off I guess we'll take off 19 left. Works for me. Departure 19 left. And Lakes 3 to Cougar. I'm going to say that's Cougar because it sounds cool. And from there, then we go direct to Kayla. So we're going to go inbound to St. Louis. Mr. St. Louis is currently probably, I think 1-1's usually what they land, right? Or they land 1-2 right. Well, they probably land 1-2. No, they usually land 1-1, right? Yeah, I think they do. We're going to land 1-1. So arrival, ILS 1-1. On the Kayla 3. Boom. And Novia. Insert. Let's get rid of you. That doesn't work that way. Okay. Okay, so I'll brief this departure in just a moment. There's a discontinuity there, so let's put you... Oops, no, we have to delete the discontinuity in this plane. These are the little things that I always kind of forget between airplanes. And then that doesn't work that either. Okay. Cool. All right, go to the init page. SimBrief is telling us that we want to have a cost index of 5. SimBrief always hates us. Excuse me. And now I got the hiccups. Cruising to flight level 270. So, and then we go to the next page and we will load up our... Oh, there's no load. I forgot there's no load button on here. Wait, didn't somebody show me there was a way to do this last time? I feel like there was, but it's cool. Let's actually load the ISIS screen up now. And our zero, so our center gravity is 27.6, so 27.6 slash, and then our zero fuel weight of 5.5. Boom. And our block fuel is 6.6. Boom. Almost 2.5 hours extra time. That's fantastic. Good. All right, and we go to the perf page and select flap slot configuration, 1+F. So V1 is going to be 152. New 152. Sit. We're just pulling these numbers right here. 152, V rotate 152. And a V2 of 154. Set. Transition altitude 18. Hey, I figured out how to change the default transition altitude, by the way. That was the 320. Oh, okay, okay, thank you. Yeah, okay. I can't, it's tough to keep these planes separate sometimes. So 28.9 up slash 0.4. Jax011, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you for your support. Cheers. Appreciate it. Happy Friday, by the way. Ernie, I never said hello to you, Ernie. Happy Friday, Ernie. Hope you're doing well. Taker's meeting. Good to see you. JK Ramp Rat, welcome aboard. Anybody else I miss here? I think we got them all. Montreal, 10 to 15 centimeters of snow in the next 2 days. That's not too bad. All right, so that's done. That's done. Flaps are going to be up / 0.4. Set. Oh. Oh, no. Sorry. 1 / yes. Up 0.4. I'm losing my mind. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so it's probably a good thing we don't have a lot of complications for this first flight tonight. Flex temperature is going to be 71 degrees. Okay, that's done. That's done. Let's then look at the glare shield. So we are still aligning the IRS. We've got 3 minutes to do that. We can go to our cruising altitude, 27,000 feet. Set that. Do I have any doors open? No, they're all closed. Let's go ahead and crank on the APU while we're here. And then set our transponder, 2000's fine, TARA good. Overhead panel, while that's coming online, let's start going left to right here. So those are on a line, that's fine. That's going to fix itself. Pumps are all on, that's good. Switch is on. As soon as that lights up here in a second, we'll go to APU bleed. Emergency exit lights will arm those. Smoking signs are auto. Seatbelt signs are off. Good, good, good. Fantastic. Now we just wait for the IRS. Actually, wait for the APU and the IRS. Yeah. Prop. Gross. Airbus. Fly pretty. What's going on, Pete? How you doing, man? Hey, when you coming to Boston, dude? Come on. We're still waiting. Hell, you know what? I had dinner with Evan from Flight Sim Expo a couple of weeks back. He flew in on his Air Canada Express plane. You can't even come out here on your former Redwood. I see how it is. Priorities. 3016 at Boston. Holy crap, dude. Maybe that's why I've got a headache. Okay. That's all set. Let me then go overhead. That's on, that's on. APU bleed is on. Disconnect the external power. Plane doesn't shut off, that's a good sign. Once again, open the ISIS screen. Get rid of the external power. Who we got tonight?
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
You know what? Screw that. Still nobody here. We can push in the taxiway, right? Yeah, we can. Gangsta life. Oh, that was the wrong button to hit. Gangsta life. There we go.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, let me put the route into ForeFlight. We'll brief this departure while they're doing all that. Okay, so K MCI. Lakes 3 to Cougar. I assume it's Cougar. I'm going to call it Cougar. Count, maybe. So you can't program the Caliph 3 until you program STL.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Ready to connect. Doesn't like any of that, does it? Fine, I'll do it your way. That is it called? What is it called? Columbia. Columbia? Really? I want to go with. I'm going with Cougar. It shall forever be Cougar, not Columbia. Columbia, please. All right, let's turn the beacon on. Get all seatbelt signs on. Nav and logo lights can come on. This you're not
So
found?
connected
What's going
and
on, buddy?
flight
Scotty
path
Howdy,
in
welcome
service.
aboard.
Release parking
We
brake.
don't fly east of Denver anymore. That's too bad. I guess it's nice to be close to home, though, right? It was that moment he did not choose the thug life. Thug life chose him. Yeah. Too bad you're not using real-time weather currently. I always use real-time weather. I always use real-world weather. Always. So yes, we will have icing flying into St. Louis, most likely. Descend via the Cougar RNAV. Yeah. We can go on. Oh yeah, iPad. Because I was gonna brief the departure. There's a reason why we're doing all this. When somebody finds out, let me know. Lace. On departure. Climb and assign heading for radar vectors to the appropriate route. Seriously. From St. Louis VOR, then we go from there. So we'll pretty much just go direct to Blusley and then to to Napoleon and then to Cougar. I'm gonna call it Cougar now all night long. This is my favorite kind of departure though. Climb on an assigned heading for radar vectors to an appropriate route. So go where we tell you to go to the route that you're gonna tell us you want to fly. That's one hell of a departure. That's cool. Is he hooked up? Oh, I release the parking brake now, don't I?
Starting pushback. And you may start engine.
Thank you. I will start my engine. All right. Igniters go off or on. We have pressure. Starting engine number 2. I remember how these sound. I don't know if they're any good or not. We're going down on the Cougar. Let's go. The studio, what's going on, buddy? See how gaming. Happy Friday. Every time I use better pushback, I seem to get your voice. Unlikely place in Norway. I like it. I always get Total Rico's voice. Piper Hawk, what's going on, buddy? Oh boy, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. So like I said, it might be an eventful evening. Does the weather kill my frames or the plane or a mix? It's kind of a mix. Clouds are definitely going to smoke the plane up though. Steve PHL, thanks for 34 months of support. This is where I come for hope and inspiration. That's fantastic. Cheers. At least somebody does. We have Cougar. Where's Merlin? He's too busy with the other Cougar. All right, start engine number 1. Did some spins and accelerated stalls today. Cool. That is not something we do in the US. The first time I did an accelerated stall was on my PPL check ride. And I think it's because the examiner was bored. Spins I have not done. Where's the blood-curdling screen button? V, damn it, V! Blood DK, what's going on, man? Hopefully I can stay awake for takeoff tonight, man. It's gonna be one of those nights. Is it on?
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Sure, I'll do that. Thank you.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, that's done. Do that. Overhead now. AP bleed off. Master switch off. Seatbelts no smoking are on. We want to have the runway turn off. The taxi lights on. Those are all good. Overhead panel looks fantastic. Let's go flaps 1. Arm speed brake, you're good. I think we haven't used better pushback for a while, but I guess we didn't last week because we were flying private. Actually, the last 2 weeks we've flown private. Or the last 2 times I've done airliners, we've done private. So yeah, it has been a while since we've done a proper, better pushback. Auto brake is set. Brake fan can come on. Actually, leave the brake fans
So
off.
it's disconnected and white capstan has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
See you. All right. Flight controls. That's in the wrong spot. External chase. Yes. Right rudder. Left rudder. Get that control stick over here. Left aileron. Right aileron. Pull back. Pull forward. Fantastic. Park brake off. I think we're good to go, right? Yeah, let's go. Still no controller. Eating homemade tacos. That's what's going. I had tacos for dinner, man. It must be a taco kind of night. It was Taco Wednesday for us this week, but that did not keep me from being Taco Friday as well. How do we get out of here? I'm going to say probably Charlie 6 to Charlie would be the most likely way to taxi this. 2 Bravo Mike, thanks for 7 months. F&O, ho ho. You make insomnia worthwhile. Well, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Cheers, buddy. Go to sleep. Hope for an eventful landing like San Juan. San Juan is a pretty unique F&O. It's probably not one of those things that we're going to see too often. When I worked for Frontier, I was the hand signal guy. The only thing I liked about the job was saluting captains. I like it. Taco Friday, that's right. And why not throw Taco Thursday, Taco Tuesday, Taco Monday, Taco Saturday, Sunday? Every night's taco night. Let's do it. Never not Pizza Friday. Oh, dude. So, I'm on my own tomorrow. Because my wife is going out with the girls, which means that tomorrow is going to be Pizza Saturday. Pizza Saturday, probably play some Mordhau. If I'm feeling real feisty, we might play some Stardew Valley. That's the kind of night it's going to be here in the Shuff household. Oh crap! Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I was definitely taxiing to the wrong runway, so that's good. I'm like, there shouldn't be a runway crossing here. And then there was. So we'll make a left turn here. Tonight was Quesadilla Friday in my house. Oh, dude, quesadillas pretty good. Quesadillas were like one of those things I absolutely adored growing up. And my aunt still makes them for me whenever I go back home. My wife actually made some for me too a couple weeks ago. And they were fantastic. Little shredded chicken, some refried beans. You put some pimentos and some cilantro in there. Oh yeah, now you're talking. It's good stuff. A lot of cheese too, obviously. Got to have a lot of cheese. I'm off the rails with some Stardew Valley. I know, right? Pizza tacos. I could probably get behind that. I mean, that's kind of like pizza taco. That's like almost like a hot pocket, but I guess not quite. Maybe it's almost a calzone, but not quite. I've had some taco pizzas. My wife also makes this pizza with Thanksgiving leftovers, where you get the dough, obviously, because it's a pizza. We're not heathens. On the dough, you put a layer of mashed potatoes to be the sauce. And then you put some gravy on top of the mashed potatoes to be the more sauce. And then on top of that, you throw everything else from Thanksgiving leftovers. In our case, it's turkey and stuffing and probably some black olives, because I love black olives. Then you throw a whole pile of cheese on top of that. Maybe a little bit of ham, because why do people have ham and turkey on Thanksgiving? I don't know, because people do that. And then you throw it in the oven, and now you've got this, you've got this just slab of carbohydrates. It's amazing. I'll have to take some pictures sometime when we have those. It's pretty good stuff. Food, man. Food gets me real excited. All right. Let's get our lights on. Oh yeah, we should probably make CTAP call, right? And also, for some reason, for the last couple of weeks, I've had the theme to the Chicken Tonight commercial stuck in my head, and I don't actually know where it came from and why. Well, I know where it came from. Some marketer came up with it, but why all these years later do I still have the Chicken Tonight theme stuck in my head? These are the things I suffer through in life. .22.8. I don't think there's anybody around here, so let's just see if there's anybody online. There's a few people on the ground. Ian's here. Okay, got a few guys. All right, I'll make a CTAF call. Is that the right one? Yeah. Kansas City traffic. Airbus taking off. Runway 19 left. Kansas City. Oh, baby, it's the Toliss. Saldino, thank you very much for the bits, my friend. I do appreciate that. Cheers, dude. Heron Hammertoe, welcome aboard. Ray Jux, welcome aboard. Jonathan Cordova, welcome aboard. Talking about Thanksgiving pizzas cost high. Start taxing at 40 plus knots. Hey, it happens, dude. Yeah, it's a delicious post-Thanksgiving coma is what it is. It's the way for us to get rid of all the crap that we don't want to eat anymore. All right, clear to the left. Clear to the right. Lights are set. The camera is set.
Approaching runway 19 left.
That in action.
Entered runway 19 left. 9,400 feet remaining.
Thank you. And all that too. All right, let's go flying. I'll be quiet for a bit. Kyokin, what's going on, man? Serby Place, how you doing? Engines up. TSP's in the green. Oh, that was the wrong button. All right, Manflex 71. Don't worry about the flaps not in takeoff config. They are now. Airspeed alive. 100 knots. Ceilings are really low, by the way. Oh, if you want to rotate, there we go. There's no call-outs. Oh, that's a quick breakout. Holy crap. All right, set our direct here. The frames are suffering. Oh, yeah. We'll get the frames back here in a second. All right. There we go. Frames are back. The clouds do weird things in X-Plane. Like, they kill the graphics card. Okay, so we would what? We would ding somebody. We would turn off the taxi lights, turn off the runway turn-off lights. Everything else is good, right? Yeah, great. Disengage that. Watch the frame still tank. Up we go. You're not showing up on VATSIM. I'm on VATSIM. Oh, I'm not on VATSIM, am I? Ha! I'm on now. A319. And we're United 717. Fixed it.
Welcome aboard.
It's good to see you. All right, so Memphis Center's online. So we'll eventually get some ATC. It'd be nice if Kansas City Center would come online. It's all good, though. It's cool. Ooh, maybe those sounds are a little rough. Is there a way to watch your progress on a map on our computer so we can track? Yeah, there's like VAT. What is the, what, it's not, is it VAT-tastic? VAT aware? There's a VAT aware. Let's see here. Does VAT aware have me? For development purposes only. VAT-tastic, there you go. Okay, is that what everybody's using? I use VAT-spy still, but VAT-tastic. VAT-tastic. Your looking glass in the world of VATSIM. Probably shows up in Project Fly as well, because that's the thing that Matt does. Mapped@vatsim.net. Oh, maybe that's even better. Oh, that's even better. There we go. Kinda. Yeah, it doesn't have me. I don't know. There's a couple of different places. Unfortunately, I don't have any links handy. If somebody wants to dig up a link, by all means. VAT-tastic never loads the nav blocker on. Ah! Yes, that makes sense. Yeah. I'm using, like I said, I'm using VAT-spy. Which is really old at this point. I'm not even sure. Is there a year on here? There has to be like a, there has to be like an information thing that shows when this was actually when this was published. Ah, here we go. Yes, VATSpy version history. The last update for the server list and everything else was March 8th, 2010. So it has been almost 10 years since the last time this was updated, and it still works. I'm not sure which one's more remarkable. Ray Jux, good to see you. So I apparently have to disable my ad blocker for this to work. So, oh, you know, it's probably Privacy Badger. Is it Privacy Badger? Because, oh no, what is that? It is ad block. Never mind. All right, we'll block that. And I guess we can let these guys through. Oh man, this website's rough too, isn't it? Okay. View on, no, how do you, I want to link to it. Good sir, I would like to provide a link to my viewers to be able to witness this amazing flight that is in progress. But you can't do that. I don't know, man. That scope on iOS is pretty decent. Okay. Them's my shoes. Good to see you. I never thought of the call signs United 717, UAL 717. I never thought about looking up a VATSIM thing on iOS. VAT stats? I suspect there's quite a few things, right? Okay. Oh, I never did set my never set my altimeter. I knew I was missing something. I knew I was missing something. It's okay. We're only playing pretend planes. Ben Fiedler, good to see you. VAT stats. We do statistics for VATSIM, he says. Can I search for me? By the way, Google disabling scroll wheel on these freaking maps is the most infuriating thing ever. Just throwing that out there. Is that me? Nope. Is that me? That's Ian. Still says he's on the ground, though. I think maybe their data's a bit outdated. It's real slow, too. Oh, that's me. There you go. Aha! It's not showing a map, though. Oh, there it is. Hey, there you go. I found it. I made it work. There you go. There's a map. I knew we would get there. We did it, Reddit. Excuse me. Talking about chicken dinner, taco pizza, and how tired you are made you forget just about everything. Oh, I know, man. I'm losing my mind tonight. I should be drinking tonight, to be honest. Like, this is a night where I should have had a beer. But we're taking a break. Yeah, so last night it was gusting to like 40 to 50 mile an hour all night. And between that and my child not sleeping very well, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. So I woke up feeling pretty cranky. Had a little bit of a headache this morning. I've been feeling pretty good today until I sat down here and started the stream. And now I'm like, kind of dragging a little bit. But it's okay. We're going to make it through it. And not make it through it as in like slog through because, oh my gosh, I have to, because I actually want to do this. Break up, thinking of popping open a second one. Now we're talking. We'll get back there in a couple weeks. My community authorizes single beer. Nah, dude. If I have a beer right now, man, I'm going to be super, super, super loopy. And I'd prefer not to have that happen. Interesting. I'm looking at this VAT stats app here. I don't know. Whatever. We found it. It's there. This is the Coffee of the Month Club now instead of the Beer of the Month. Yes, sir. We have coffee emotes, too, if you would like one. It's the Tea of the Month for me, actually.
Retard.
And now the tea is empty. Holy crap! This you're not found. Thank you for gifting 12 subs, dude. I'd really appreciate that. If you guys got a sub from This You're Not Found, make sure you say thank you. Cheers, buddy. I do appreciate it, man. Looking forward to tomorrow. It's going to be a good time.
Retard.
Thank you again, dude. Steve's, Ben Feeler, Amtrak Man, Ramos J, Speedy Go, Watch Gross, Dan If I Do, Dan If I Don't, there's a name. Encrypt DHS, possibly Chinese. Sarum Vicio, Optits, and Pilot Don. Many of you guys haven't said hello tonight.
Retard.
Oh, I'm not even going to try it. La phrase Mashiv Leak. Bonsoir. That's the best I got, dude. Hello from Boston. Possibly Chinese. Happy Friday. Barney Pates, happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Almost to 27,000. Top of climb and the top of drops here fairly quickly. Because, you know, we ain't going very far with this flight. Let's get the Kayla 3 up here. Let's get the ILS 1 up here. Let's grab the airport diagram. Yes, done. Set, good. I got to teach you some good old Quebecois. Man, I got to learn Portuguese at some point because, you know, my wife is Portuguese. My entire in-law side of the family is Portuguese. And my daughter's first language is, my daughter's like 1.5 language is going to be Portuguese. So at some point I do have to learn how to speak the language. You said happy Friday, just hello. Oh, well, happy Friday, Real MG.
Retard.
Holy crap, Anthrax, thank you very much for the bits, dude. I really do appreciate that. You're going to be at the tail end here. Dude, thank you very much. Cheers, buddy. I appreciate it. Also looking forward to tomorrow. Dude, I'm so thirsty.
Retard.
Holy crap.
Retard.
If you can learn Portuguese, French will be a cakewalk. Well, I can, I know inappropriate words for lady bits, inappropriate words for gentleman bits. I can ask for another beer, and I can say the word underwear,
Retard.
and I can ask if the Jesus pees. That's pretty much the extent, and I can say hello. That's pretty much, and yes and no, and that's pretty much the extent of my Portuguese. I know no, especially now, because my wife yells now, or however you say it, at my daughter all the time. My baby understands no, and she understands Portuguese no as well. And you tell her no, and she'll look at you, and she'll look back at the thing that she was doing, and she'll think about it. In fact, today, I was sitting on my couch.
Retard.
This thing upload. I was sitting on my couch for a little bit this afternoon because I had to watch Amalia, and she was trying to help me work. She got really upset when I kept like smacking her hand away. Like, don't touch my laptop, kid. You're not allowed to touch my laptop. She'd get mad. She would scream at me, and she learned that she couldn't touch it, so she got up next to me and next to my laptop, and she would like slowly creep her hand towards the laptop. Nothing incriminating on here, right? Nah, just a couple guys.
Thank you for all the subs at THISURL. Not found a true man of the people.
Don't worry about any of that. So this is where she was for a little bit, and her hand would creep closer and closer to the laptop until I smacked her away, and then she'd scream and yell at me, and then run around and cry, and then she'd come back and she'd try it again as if that was going to do anything. And she was pretty persistent and kept on doing that. So yeah. Portugal trips must be interesting. Yeah, right, dude? I can understand why you would know the rest, but does the Jesus pee? So, what I've been told, I think it's like Minjus Mija is how they say it, or something along those lines. And it's apparently a phrase that's used around Christmas time when people are coming over to your house to have a glass of wine and then leave immediately. Basically, they're coming around and saying, is there wine in the manger? Can I have some wine? And I don't know if that's a Portugal-wide thing or if that's just the small subset of people that I happen to know, but that's definitely a thing that they say. Troll in the making indeed, yes. Why is there no ATC chatter? They're not on tonight, man. They're not on where we're at right now. There will be plenty of ATC coming up for the second flight. First flight's just going to be kind of us chilling here. So we got Ian flying along behind us in the Challenger, heading out of St. Louis, and then once we get to St. Louis, we're going to make our way from there to Atlanta. Wow, a lot of people from Baltimore to Atlanta. That's crazy. Not a lot of us coming in from the Northwest, though. So eventually we'll get Memphis Center online, and then we'll obviously Atlanta. Holy cow, dude. Look how many controllers they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 center controllers. 5 approach controllers, and then delivery ground, tower, and, well, obviously 8 is too, but that doesn't count. There are a lot. I think like it's all hands on deck for the F&O tonight. Atlanta should be a cakewalk. Top of drop. Yes, we are top of drop. Thank you. Okay, so Kayla 3 takes us down to 5,000 feet. In VNAV, we trust. We'll see what it does here. New York, Boston, Baltimore, Atlanta, very popular route for this ethanol. Yeah, I see that. I think the recent MSFS 22 update sounds pretty cool. I actually didn't see any of that. I did not watch the video. Let's go check it out real quick. Ah, yes. TCAS, reduce range. Hey, Ian. No, we're good now. Where are you at? You're either right on top of me or right below me. I'm not really sure which. It's cool, man. We got this. I'll tell you what, man. I'll slow it up a little bit. I'll slow back to 250. If you want to put the pedal down, drop the hammer. I'll let you go past me, and we'll be in good shape. Oh, we're that close. You're not even. I don't even see you. Oh, there you are. Oh, hey. Actually, I'll just keep on going then. I won't say her name, but tell her I said goodnight as well. We will get both of you up flying again soon, I promise. Flight simulator. Okay, well, I'll resume normal speed then. Let's watch this video. Insider login. Insider update. Soundscape. Oops. What sort of things can we talk about here? I know that sound.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
I'm Aurélien Peters, audio director at Asobo Studio, and in this episode, I'm going to present the audio features of the new Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Okay.
I will begin by presenting the new audio technologies, what was improved, and how these tools help us build an accurate soundscape. Then I'll show you how we create.
So one of the most interesting chats that I had when I was in Seattle talking about all this stuff was with one of the, it wasn't with this guy, but it was with somebody who worked on the audio team. There's apparently quite a lot of work going into making the audio not suck.
How we recorded them, and how we use the recordings.
Explain 12 will be better. We'll see.
At the end of this episode,
what do we got here?
I'll talk about the world and the weather.
Ah, yes. I should always RTFM. I'm sorry.
The world is really big.
Ah!
Audio is here to support and enhance the world in Flight Simulator.
I think they hired a new video editor.
The audio engine has been totally revamped and is now using Audiokinetic WISE. WISE allows us to use the latest interactive audio technologies, such as real-time audio effects or even dynamic mixing. These new technologies gave us a huge freedom and allowed us to simulate sound reflections, cockpit acoustics, or even Doppler effect. But what was most important to us was to connect audio to the simulation, meaning that every sound in the sim is connected to simulation variables.
I don't.
In doing so, the audio is accurate.
Really tough time with the French accent. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't watch this.
More than the
I'll watch it another time.
We also
I really struggle with the French accent. There's a new video out there if you guys want to see it. We can look at some screenshots, though. Okay. Did they get rid of the watermark? Wait. Oh, no, that's not... Sorry. Those are not from the alpha that exists in some way, shape, or form that may or may not have watermarked pictures on it. What can these photos... That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, okay. What else? Oh, there you go. Oh, let's see. That's the icon. We haven't seen the icon for a while. Insider videos? What? Oh, those are the previous videos. Never mind. Insider news archive. Oh, okay. Well, these are all things that we've seen then. I have to go watch it at some point and comment on it or do whatever. I think, doesn't Jeff Faviano usually watch those things and comment on them? Yeah, so it's nothing against him. It's nothing against any of those guys. I personally have a very difficult time with accents anyway, and the French accent especially, like French accents, Indian accents, and basically a lot of the Middle Eastern accents, I have a really, really, really tough time deciphering. So yeah. We'll go back and watch it at some point. Altimeter is 3022. Ahmed the Mad, welcome aboard. But what was most important? Mark on BCA, good to see you. Midwest Zach, good to see you as well. Cookie Killer, welcome aboard. I heard the unnamed alpha is very good. That's what the rumor mill says, yeah. Last time I played this is in like 2010. It's changed a lot since then. Luna Dude, welcome aboard. Mark on BCA, I speak French and I had to concentrate. Okay.
Transition altitude.
Well, but that's...
Nearest altimeter, 3010.
That's probably not a fair comparison, though, because, like, I have to imagine that even if you know French, hearing them speak English with an accent is probably still more difficult than if they spoke, well, with an accent. To them, I probably have an accent, too. We're still in leg one, yeah. Yeah, we're about 10 minutes out, Tim. Just about to come into the schmoo here. Let's go weather refresh. But I imagine hearing a French speaker speak English is considerably more difficult than listening to a French speaker speak French. Finally, Mansour, away for thin mint. Just got to do the needful. Yeah, we're doing the needful. I speak English and you have a tough accent for me. What? No way. Come on. I'm from the Midwest, man. The Midwest, we got no accents. This is where all the radio disc jockeys and all that stuff all come from. You're probably some silly Brit. Hello, mate. A cup of tea, will ya? I'm kidding, by the way. A little bit. I'm actually slightly jealous of other parts of the world that have interesting and neat accents. Because I think the Midwest accent is pretty dull and pretty bland. I don't have a... Well, I'm not originally from Boston, Cosmic. I'm originally from Indiana.
Look, all I'm saying is that Boston women are, on the whole, a paler, uglier sort than women from the elsewheres of life.
That's bullshit. What about Laurie? She's hot.
All right. Another time for that one. We need a hard Boston accent. Oh, man, I have some friends that got some pretty good Boston accents. Couple of them are like the super blue-collar type where it's like, you're like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. You have a little bit of a Boston accent. Yours isn't that bad though. Yours is fake as well though. This you're not found. I'm in the Midwest too. You must be getting corrected by Boston. There's a little bit there. I mean, I've been out here for over 10 years now, so some of that stuff will kind of rub off. Upstate New York accent is nothing special. Yeah, right? It's like if you take a line from like Chicago all the way to, I don't know, probably Rochester or Syracuse, it seems like that it's just kind of a dull accent. Like there's not much to it. Up in Maine, you kind of get some fun stuff. Northern Vermont, you can get some pretty fun stuff. Obviously Boston, New York, you get some real fun stuff. Philly, the Philly accent. You get Plain Ben when he's going at it, man. He's got that Philly accent, and it's all done. When the Bruins fans invade the Montreal for a Bruins Habs game, oh my, I can imagine, yeah. We had this, so going back to the World of Warcraft days, we had this guy in our raiding guild, and he was one of the officers, I think, and he was very French Canadian. And I'll be honest with you, after that guy had a drink, nobody understood a word he was saying. The French people were convinced he was speaking English. The English people were convinced he was speaking French, and nobody had any idea what that guy had to say ever. It was kind of amazing. Dude would let it go. It's Syracuse in Syracuse. Well, if it was going to be Syracuse, they should have spelled it Syracuse, but they spelled it Syracuse. So it's Syracuse. We've had this discussion before. I spell things how it's spelled. I say things how it's spelled. Oh my God. Rochester. No, Rochester. It's like almost like Rosh. It's like halfway between Roch and Rosh. Rochester. You're fluent in that language, right? I spell things that's how it's spelled, damn it. Don't judge. Crochester? You can go with Crochester if you like, yeah. Yeah. I had a tough time when I moved out here. Gloucester. Worcester. Worcester. You know, all the good ones right there. Oh yeah, hey, we're getting below 10. Lights. Oh, I never turned the lights off. Whoops. Lights stay on. Good. Great job. Thanks, FO. Seatbelt sign on, though. So we dip below 10 here. Is the plane going to slow down? I do not know. Perf tab. No. Approach data. 1203 or 13. It is. Where's the temperature? 00. QNH is 3021. .21. Decision height. 200. Done. Landing full. Good. All right. I learned the hard way that town names in New England are not pronounced the way they're spelled. Yeah. No, you got it right the first time. Oh, there goes the frame rate now. So what is the sim doing through all this? The sim's running in the 40s. The stream is struggling to be in 30s to 60s. And the graphics card is just getting bludgeoned. Traffic. Okay, let's do an approach briefing here. There's the there's the ice detection.
Retard.
Tim PE, Tim, thanks for 37 months, man. 37 months in. Are you eligible for Twitch pension plan yet? Dude, you're not gonna get that. That's you're not boomer enough for that. That's what the kids tell me. Cheers, man. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it, man. Do I have in-game video settings set to max? Nope, not even close. It's clouds. Clouds, for whatever reason, clouds are the one thing that really crush this graphics card. Ian, are you ahead of me now? Okay, so we're going to fly the ILS 11 into St. Louis Airport, 111.95, tuned up. 123 in the final approach course. Landing distance, 9,000 feet. Touchdown elevation, 618 feet. Let's just go ahead and keep the dream alive. Let's go open descent. 250 knots. Actually, we can activate approach mode. Start slowing her down a bit. Perf. Oh, it's already in approach mode. Okay. Manage speed mode. Open descent down to 5. Let's plan on crossing Sidzi at 5,000. High Cobb is the first one on our list here to 3,500. So let's go to 3,500. $500 set. Some speed brakes here. Yeah, here we go. The schmoo is thick right now. This much I can assure you.
St. Louis traffic, Challenger 401 Tango Sierra is 20 miles to the northwest inbound on the ILS 12 left.
Okay, you're on 12 left. I'm taking 11. St. Louis traffic, Airbus 717, or Boeing, Delta, United 717 Tango Sierra. 6,000, we are going to be ILS 11, St. Louis.
Wait, that runway's closed.
Not anymore. Let's get the localizer intercept here. Boeing, Delta, United, Airbus, whatever, dude. We are coming. That's all that matters. And I can arm approach mode as well as we're coming in. So localizer armed, glide slope armed. We'll capture here in a second. I don't need to get her slowed up too much just yet. Probably put that back in. There's the turn. Okay, we're on the glide slope on a localizer. We're going to put this airplane down somewhere. Where it happens, I don't know. We'll find out. My plane identifies as a Boeing Delta. Too soon? Oh, Lord, he coming! We need ops 2 on the ground at St. Louis. Yeah, right. We might. I still need my anti-ice on. Does the weather radar work? I don't think it does. If it does, I don't know how to turn it on. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Fixed.
St. Louis traffic, Southwest 676 taxi, now to runway 12 right via Delta, St. Louis.
Okay. That guy's got the radio voice going. Yeah, this is Southwest 396. We're going to be taxiing out to the runway at about 40 knots. Have a nice day. Thank you. Apparently I've watched 23 hours of YouTube in the last 7 days. I don't even, my stats would be so weird because my daughter watches YouTube constantly. Like if I go, let's see, let's go. Oh, you know, it doesn't show up on my PC, does it? If I go here on my Roku, it shows all the Portuguese stuff.
St. Louis traffic, Challenger 401 Tango Sierra, 15-mile final runway 12.
Yes, it shows all the Portuguese stuff that my daughter watches downstairs. Thankfully not on mine here. I got the runway. All right, 2,500 right there. Why are the call-outs so quiet? Can I make this louder? Oral alert volume. That's going to be that one right there, right? Flaps are down. Gears coming down.
$2,000.
Okay, that's better. Flaps coming out full. Do our cabin check. Okay, gears down 3 green. Flaps down indicated. Lights are set. Runway's in sight. Clearance been received. My airplane. I forget, I don't have to trim this airplane. whole bunch of power to keep this thing level. I think maybe we've picked up some ice. Gears down, speed green, flaps down indicated. We are set. We're just going to do a idle reverser here because we've got a lot of runway to work with.
Southwest 676, crossing runway 6 at Delta, St. Louis.
St. Louis, United 717, final runway 11, St. Louis.
2 mile final runway 11.
Thousands checked. Cool. Where am I flying next? Next, we're heading down to Atlanta for the FNO.
St. Louis, Southwest 676, clear, runway 6 at Delta.
Gear, flaps, good.
500.
Check.
Minimum.
Continue.
200.
It's really loud.
50, 40, 30. Retard. 10, 5.
Okay, reverse is out. We're decel.
St. Louis traffic, Southwest 676, departing of runway 12 right, St. Louis.
Anybody know where United parks in St. Louis? Still the reverser. It's going to be no braking. Oh. Oops. We're going to speed brakes in. Flaps. At the United Terminal. Yes, thank you. The Route 42. Good to see you. That was the best retard I've ever seen. I've seen yet. Yes. I'll take it. That's pretty uneventful. Although, what can you really expect? So... Yeah, if you guys want to fly along, we're going to take off out of St. Louis, head down to Atlanta next. Atlanta's the FNO. There will be much more activity and ATC and everything else here very soon. The first one was just kind of a, let's just chill out, have a good time sort of flight. Real question, do I tag along for the mayhem? You do. Yes, Serby. You get your ass in your sim. You log on here. You come with us. This you're not found, you coming too. Let's go. Get your Zebo out. So we will do left on Tango to Charlie. So nothing. Fusion for days. Good to see you. I think I only have the 767 updated. Perfect. Let's go. Delta 767 Heavy. The IFR clearance. Going to Atlanta. Make it happen. We're not that kind of friend, right? Tim, you should jump in here too, man. I know it's not Pilot Edge, but... Oh, man, I'm so thirsty. I was having a conversation a couple weeks ago with somebody about somebody else that's in aviation that I've crossed paths with a few times. And one of my friends was like, that dude is thirsty for relevance. And since
Approaching
then...
runway 06. Entered runway 06.
Thank you.
24.
Fixed. Since then, the phrase thirsty for relevance has been one of my absolute favorite phrases in the world. There's not a more perfect way to describe some people out there on the internet. I should see you. We'll find you somewhere, Tim. You coming along with us? Oh. Who's gotten moist? Pestily? This must be a Takeoff streamer. Park at E8 Terminal 2. Okay, well, I'm not going to be able to get gate numbers, but I'll go to Terminal 2. Somebody, is that you? That must be Tim Rodeo. I think that's Swiss Air. Austrian Air. Yeah, that's definitely, that has to be Tim. Take it nice and easy here because it's a little slick. It's moist. The runway's moist, guys. TTV, by the way. That's the best. That's the best when you're playing random games and somebody has TTV in like a clan tag or their actual handle or something like that. I'm like, dude, that's not going to get you any followers. Like, in fact, that's going to have the exact opposite effect. Because I've gone and I've checked out some of the streams of people that have had TTV in their name before, and they've been exactly as you expected. Hey, Southwest is a Terminal 1. There's an American. That's all Southwest down there, man. Let's just park right here. We're not going to park next to him. Freaking like a reverse vampire right there. All you see is his shadow. What is TTV? Twitch TV. So when somebody puts TTV in their name, it's basically their way of doing like shameless promotion, saying, hey, I stream too. Oh, it's real slippery. Holy cow. We're going to get away from the ghost plane, though, because that's a little terrifying. We'll just park right here on the end. Give our passengers a nice long walk. They're being thirsty for relevance, adding TTV in their name. Exactly. Thirsty for relevance. Oh, man. Stan, I'll have to fill you in sometime on this person and who it is, because, I mean, it's nobody that anybody in here would know. It's just somebody that I bumped into a few times. All right, APU bleed on. Beacon light can come off. Seatbelt sign light, or seatbelt signs can come off. Off, 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 off. Fantastic. Killing one. They're killing two, then killing one. The sounds on this this pack really aren't that bad. The IAE sound pack for the plane here. I gotta work on this tomorrow. I hate winter. Dude, tomorrow's gonna suck, man. It's 2:40. Time for me to good night. Good flying with you. Or good flying to you. Thanks, Jax. Have a good night. Jax. 011. Take it easy. Are there any controllers online? Not here right now, but there will be soon. Let's see here. We will have controllers when we cross into Memphis airspace. So I'm in St. Louis right now. St. Louis to Atlanta. So the next, we'll have a set of controllers going into Memphis, and then there's about 1 billion controllers on in Atlanta for the FNO tonight. So this should be very fun once we get down there. I don't know. I kind of enjoyed that flight. That was super chill. I had a BSS pack for the Toliss. I know. I forgot to get it, dude. I keep forgetting when it was. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you today. It was 6:45, and I was still trying to figure out what I wanted to fly. I originally loaded up in the IXEG, and then I decided that I was going to load up in the Flight Factor 320. And then I said, you know what? Screw it. Let's just fly the Toliss. And then as I loaded the Toliss up, when it was 5 minutes until stream was supposed to start, I'm like, oh crap, there's a BSS pack for this, and I still haven't gotten it. So that was the evening and how it went. I had to watch Ye Old Daughter for a couple of hours this evening. Brakes are hot. Of course they're hot. I had to watch Ye Old Daughter for a couple of hours this evening because my wife was at the gym. And my mother-in-law was otherwise busy. How can I find out where in the world there are controllers online? VATtastic.com. Sean M, take it easy, man. Have a good night. Do you have a route planned yet? No, not yet. I'm going to do the usual, take a little break here for a second. Get up, stretch the legs, get some more water. And then we'll get set up for route number 2. So, folks, if you're taking off, thanks for stopping by, for sticking around. It'll be a good one here for the second flight. I promise you that. We'll make our way down to Atlanta in a moment, so we will be right back. Gotta update my XPUD. All good, dude. All right, right back, folks. Thick. Disgruntled daughter, hello. Happy Friday. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I think I saw Disgruntled Sailor in here earlier, too. Verity, how you doing? Got to say hello to you. Ransom Plays, good to see you. James 78 9000, welcome aboard. Night Bird, good to see you. Anthrax, have a good night. And KC Flyer, happy Friday, sorry. Am I ready for FS 2020? I absolutely am. I don't feel like that song, but this one. Tonight, my friends, we are going to get to the chopper. Tim, that's pretty old school, dude. That hasn't been the start song for a while. May Hoban, good to see you. Yeah, it's a different mix. I got a link for you. That's not the right one. There we go. Flight Victor 320 cannot get the PSS sounds to work, and the steering when I taxi won't work. Steering, you need to set the steering mode to probably use your yaw, I think. As far as the sounds, make sure they're kind of tricky to install, so make sure you're following the instructions exactly. Flash 23, good to see you, Craig. Hello to you. All right, we got people fuel loaded in here. While we are waiting. Waiting for what? For nothing, because we get to go right away tonight. Haha. $135 passengers. Zero fuel weight, 56.3, which is about where we're at. So let's add just a teeny tiny bit more. There we go. And our fuel, block fuel is 7.6. All right, my friends, welcome back for flight number 2. Get ourselves going here. Apply these load settings. Yes, yes. Pop in here. I think all we need to do is program now, right? Yeah, because we're aligned and everything else. So let's just go to init, KSTL / KATL. Yes. And then we'll pull the rest of the data from SimBrief. SimBrief was telling me that we have a cost index, probably 05. Yes, imagine that. SimBrief gives us a crappy cost index. We're going up to 37, I think it was. Yeah, 370. Yes. Interesting. I never programmed the winds. Let's do that. Because why not? 254 at 067.
Retard.
Mr. Robert, thank you very much for gifting 10 subs. I do appreciate that. If you guys got a sub from Rob, make sure you say thank you. Rob, thank you very much, dude. I do appreciate it, man. Cheers, buddy.
Retard.
Thank you again. You guys are far too kind. Yeah, you're good. Whoops. That was the wrong one. That's the one I meant to turn down. You're going to help me pay for my heating this month. So thank you. My heating bill last month was almost $300. Freaking house, man. Thank you again. I really appreciate it. Dumb question. How do I reset the X-Plane FMC? Just put a new route in. If you put the new city pairs in for the route, it'll reset it for you. Not a dumb question at all. Select departure. Oh yeah, we gotta program the route. Yeah. All right. STL. We're gonna depart on runway 12 right, and we are gonna be on the Druce 5. Druce 5 to no transition. We're flying to newbie.
Retard.
Hey, that's not right. Wait a minute. All right, let me get the route in here because I gotta. This might actually take some finagling now. Let's see here. KSTL to oh no, we're taking it to Nashville. Ah, yes. I see the arrow of my ways now. Departure 12 right. Druce 5 and then to Nashville. There we go. I got it.
Retard.
And then we go to newbie.
Retard.
N-E. Once again, everybody say thank you to Rob Herb. If you got gifted a sub. Thank you again. Thank you again, sir. I have a dream. That's the whole reason why we're actually flying in here. That's oddly appropriate. M-A-M-T-H-E-W. And then Atlanta. Oh boy, what's Atlanta doing tonight?
Retard.
Retard. Atlanta, ATIS. Just give me the ATIS.
Retard. Retard. Retard.
ILS 8 left, 9 right, 10. 8 left, 9 right, 10. That's Charlotte. I'm going to go with 8 left for the arrival runway for us for now. 8 left. And we'll be on the Gandalf. That's a good one. Librarian 2356, thank you very much for 2 months of support. I do appreciate that. Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you. Okay. Back to Sim Brief. Chopper 1. Not the Gandalf, but the Chopper. Taking that from Matthew. Assume that's Novia. Okay, let's do some checks here, because this is, yeah. I don't trust the FMS one bit on this. Nope, no I do not. Let me get the route put in here, though. KSTL. BNA. Newbie. I have. Matthew. Plates, add plate, STL, airport diagram. I don't care about the hotspots. And then we are on the Druce 5 departure. And then add ATL. The star we are on is Chopper 1. And airport diagram. Okay, let's see here. All right, so let's check the departure first. Hefner, that's a good one. Druce, down then to BNA. Done. And then for the arrival, we want it from Matthew. Matthew should have been listed as a transition here, but it was not. So let's try this one more time. Arrival. ILS 8 left. Chopper 1. Oh, that's the approach via. Oh, yes, right. No, I did this last time, too, by the way. I remember now. Then we do Matthew. So you do the approach via, and then you pick... And then you pick the actual... arrival leg. So it's Matthew, McGriff, Babe, Lemke, Chopper, and then from there. Okay, so it's set now. So it's not so much that the FMS screwed up, it's that the person programming the FMS is a gigantic moron and doesn't actually know what he's doing. To nobody's surprise, by the way. Toliss ISIS screen, 1+F, and we are 152 on the V1. Nope, that's the wrong one. We're not there yet. Oh no. 28% on the CG / And then 56.3 on the 0 fuel weight. No. And I'm going to report you for spamming. Spam, a malicious link or bot accounts. ASCII boobs. Submit report. Why, yes, of course I'll report you. Uncompiled, good to see you. Happy Friday. Mayhoven, good to see you. Exiotis, welcome aboard. Haven't seen you for a while, man. How you doing? Mutography, good to see you. Anybody else I'm missing here? I think we got them all. Toasted Donut, happy Friday. All right, so what were we doing? 28/56.3. And the block fuel is 7.6. That gives us 2 hours of extra time, so we're fantastic there. Cool. Perf tab. Now I gotta open the ISIS screen back up again, because I wasn't done with it yet. 1 plus F. 152 on the V1. 152 on the V rotate. And 155 on the V2. Transition altitude 18,000. Flaps are going to be 1/up 0.3. And we're going to flex it to 72. Done. All right, that's set then. Glare shield will go all the way up to 37,000 because there's no ATC and we can do that. I know I could do. Set. And we didn't touch transponder, so that's fine. Set. Fantastic. All right, let's push.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Oh, I'm gonna go right here. Right there, please. Thank you.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Guardian YYJ, good to see you. Ramos J, welcome aboard. Hello, happy Friday. Let's not post a bunch of ASCII boobs in my channel and make me have to report you to Twitch. We're on VATSIM Unicom, yeah. I'll make the calls here in a few minutes. I have it turned all the way down right now. Anytime you can connect your tug
all
up.
doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Ready to connect. How do I turn on the steering? I don't know. There's an option somewhere for it. I don't recall. You got to make sure nothing's bound to tiller usually. Dogo DR, what's going on, man? Did somebody say boobs? Blue-footed booby. Blue.
Tow connected and bike caps in service. Release parking brake.
On the beaches of the Galapagos Islands is another thriving social scene of blue-footed boobies. Their blue feet are real eye candy.
You don't say.
To the ladies. Some simple steps are taken to score. Step 1. Show off your blue suede shoes.
Hey, Smarts, good to see you, man. How you doing, buddy?
Step 2. Bow your head.
Go on.
step 3, give her a gift.
Ah, yes, of course. Ah, yeah. Whoa, man. Too hot for
And
TV.
then maybe flash those blues again.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a child. So, I can't. This has to be somewhere. My wife and I watch a lot of nature documentaries, okay? And we were watching. I swear it was a David Attenborough thing. And they started talking about the blue-footed boobies. And it was being said in the most serious, deadpan, manner ever. And, of course, I'm sitting on the couch, crying because I'm giggling so hard. Because that's the kind of person I really am. And my wife just looked at me like, I'm so disappointed in everything about you.
Operation
can
complete.
we look at some
Set parking brake.
I don't know the right search term for that.
Disconnecting tow.
I knew
Stand
blue-footed
by.
boobies. This is better than a Morin. That's right. Yeah, if you want a glimpse into what my life is like outside of Twitch, that's a pretty good start. Ah, yes. It'd be better if they were the bird
Tow is
bath.
disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Ah, yes. 3 little birds. All right. Anyway, we have 2 good engines now. If the Nightbird thanks for the pits, man. Hooray for the blue-footed boobies. Cheers, my friend. I appreciate it. If there were any women that ever considered watching this stream, they have now disappeared. And I'm not sure I blame them. Alright, so we got flaps. Got flight controls. Oh, yeah. It's snowing pretty good. How bad is the icing on this airplane right now? There's no pitot. Okay, static should be good. Engine. Actually, it might be okay. All right. Check the cabin. All right. We're already taxiing. Hell yeah, we're taxiing. Here's a bearded tit for you. I mean, yes. Ah, yes, it's a beautiful bird.
Segway traffic. Swiss 314 taking off runway 12 right, St. Louis.
Just freezing rain. Oh yeah, nothing, no big deal. John Fezza, what's going on, man? You've joined at a very strange time, my friend. I hope you're doing well, dude. Cleared on the naughty one departure. Yeah. Is that Tim Rodeo taking off right now? Ian, you coming for leg number 2? Oh, you signed off, didn't you? We got Tim Rodeo. Oh, you are here. Okay. We got Serby. We got Ian. We don't have Tim PE though. I'm very disappointed. Hello 780. Good to see you. My name is Hello. 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 Happy Friday. Hello. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, Gucci, mate.
Thanks at THIS URL not found for showing us some tits.
Rob, thanks for the bits. I appreciate it. Oh, we're all children. It's fantastic. Cheers, my friend. Thank you very much, man. I really do appreciate it. You're far too generous tonight. I hope that my juvenile sense of humor can provide, I should say, our collective juvenile sense of humor can provide some joy and happiness and enjoyment tonight. Am I playing on a PC? Yes. Oh, hello, man. You gotta cool it down. You're not gonna last very long in here tonight. I think that was Ian. Was it? Why for am I not seeing anybody for what? What if I disconnect and reconnect? Will I then see airplane? Wait. We gotta hear it again.
Thanks at THIS URL not found for showing us some tits.
Approaching runway 0624.
Appreciate that. Jay Pilot, what's going on,
Entered
man?
runway
How you doing, buddy?
0624.
M. DePaul, good to see you. We're still at St. Louis. We're blasting out of St. Louis now. Going to head down to Atlanta. My Bluebell CSLs are invisible in the latest version of XPod. I had to change my XCSL or something. Oh, fantastic. I think I'm using the default. Oh no, what? I don't. I saw Ian earlier in the air, but not on the ground. Maybe our scenery's different. Also, I didn't see Tim taking off, so oh, there's somebody right there. Oh yeah, there he goes. There he goes. And I see somebody behind me. Yeah, it's working. Okay, we have to have a serious moment, guys. Lights are set. Camera is set. Action. All right, let's go flying. St. Louis traffic. United 717 departing runway 12 right.
Approaching
Seattle.
runway 12 right.
St. Louis. Denver.
Entered runway 12 right. 10,900 feet remaining.
Goody.
Miami, what? Uncapag, good to see you. You online with other people? Yeah, we're fun on VATSIM. We're going to have some ATC coverage here very, very soon.
Yeah. St. Louis traffic, American 1555 heavy, Atlanta. Wait, 12 right.
Okay, TSP's in the green, engines up. Here we go. Man, Flex 72. Airspeed's coming up. That's 100 knots. V1 rotate.
Thanks at Reverb57. I try to show only the best hits on stream. You guys are worth it.
This is not fun. Thank you very much, man. Oh, Jesus. Positive rate gear up. Gear's already up. You know.
St. Louis traffic, American 1555 heavy, departing 12 right, because spacing is forbidden.
Spacing is the next controller's problem. surprised there's no icing alerts. All right, let's go autopilot on. This is Not Found. Thanks for the bits, man. I appreciate it. Cheers to both you guys. We know what brings the community together now. I'm sorry to hear that, Real MG. Have a good night, though. There's nothing wrong with being a child. After takeoff, gear up lights are off, flaps and indicator. Let's reset the clock. There we go. Speed brakes off, auto brakes off. Lights are set. We're all bird lovers here, yes. Ernie the cat is the biggest bird lover amongst us all.
Takeoff roll is probably a good bad time to find out that my rudder is stuck full left.
GG. Did you win?
I won.
I mean, it's untowered, so you can always just pause. I'll still watch the stream. Okay, well, good to have you here, man. Just take off.
I'm very happy though.
Get up above the clouds, and then reconnect. Like once you're out of the schmoo, because it's going to be clear down in Atlanta. There's no ATC down here, so you may as well just go. Reconnect and join up here in a little bit. It's VATSIM, man. It's VATSIM uncontrolled. Like it's the freaking wild, wild west. Here it comes. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff right there. Auto throttle didn't work for takeoff. Borked my flaps. Uh-oh. Are you still flying, Tim? Yeah, you're still in the air, right? Whereas I was squawking 2200 instead of 1200. It doesn't really matter. VATSIM, I think they say 2000 is what we're supposed to... Is it 2000 that we're supposed to do? When we're flying IFR uncontrolled? I don't know. 2000 I'm squawking. Of all the things you could do, that one's pretty minor. Maybe I'll fly into the Atlanta Class B VFR. Yeah. Now you're talking. Look at the freaking crab, man. 52 knots direct
to the guy
crosswind.
who stole my copy of Microsoft Office. I will find you. You have my word.
This show I found. Thank you for the bits. I'm not sure about the joke, but cheers, man. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I got nothing for that. Which is all that we should have for it. Is this a cold tit or just a blue one with, or just a blue with cold? Oh, yes, the elusive blue, the elusive Eurasian blue tit. Why, yes, it's a beautiful bird. It's got quite the short, stout, but pointy beak to it. I don't know. I don't know anything about birds. They got wings. Oh, man. I don't know about that, Mr. Martz. I gotta find... Where's it at? Wide viewer, happy, good to see you. Sorry I missed your message. If there's anybody I missed here, make sure you say hello. Now that we're a little less busy. Anyway, happy Friday, guys. I hope you're doing well. Is anybody doing anything fun this weekend? Besides Anthrax and This Show Not Found. He excels at office jokes, says Nightbird, also jumping in on the action. Because where would we be without some jolly good puns? Yes. Yeah, so I think I'm going flying tomorrow. I've said that a few times now. Should go check the weather. Climbing through, I don't know, let's just go standard. Sure, why not? Great. All right. So if we were going to go flying tomorrow, what's the weather going to look like and where would we go? So why don't we take a look at aviationweather.gov, where we're going to then go to the the tools and the oh, I haven't used this for a while. Graphical forecast for aviation. Zoom in here.
From transition altitude.
I was looking at some big ones yesterday. Birds, that is.
Rob, thanks for the bits, man. Cheers. We're getting to Sunday afternoon, Casey Fire. We'll start with Saturday. Rob, thank you very much, man. I do appreciate that. Can I? Okay. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. It's perfect. Appreciate it, man. Okay, so we want to look at the TAFs and whatnot for tomorrow and see how things are going to look. So let's go. Flying time tomorrow would be at, let's call it 4 o'clock Zulu. So 1600 Zulu. And what are we seeing here? We're seeing 20,000 foot ceilings. Good. That's VFR. That's VFR. That's VFR. There is a winter storm warning that exists in the western half of Massachusetts. Oddly enough, there's nothing in New Hampshire, which is kind of strange. And we're going to have broken 20,000. That's going to be scattered. Winds are going to be fairly calm, so that's nice. So then, good. So we go to visibility flight category. They're telling me that at 1600 Zulu tomorrow, the visibility is going to be VFR. Good. And if we go to look at clouds, clouds are going to start coming down though. Let's look at the cloud bases. So cloud bases tomorrow are going to be overcast 12,000, tops at 23,000. Excuse me. $12, 12, 11, 10, 9. Okay. The important thing is that we're not seeing any of the sort of like mid-range blue stuff. So this is 8 o'clock in the morning. And then this is 10 o'clock in the morning, or no, sorry, that's 11 o'clock in the morning. And then onward from there. So we can see that it does start to deteriorate as the day goes on, which is what I expect, but that stuff is still quite a ways away, so I'm not too worried about that. Precipitation. Snow is going to start rolling in as we approach the noon to 1 o'clock hour, which is kind of what I expect. So I'm going to make sure, I want to be on the ground by probably no later than 2 o'clock tomorrow. Space Station, thank you for the bits.
Did you hear about the chameleon who couldn't change color? He had erectile dysfunction.
I'm so conflicted. Space Dandy, first of all, anyone hear about the massive puzzle solving for Destiny 2 right now? I have not. Tell me some more about it here in a second. Cheers, man. Thank you for the bits, Space Dandy. And Dish Not Found, thank you again for the bits as well. Cheers, buddy. Working tomorrow, my weekend is quickly ending. I'm sorry, man. Well, thanks for spending the rest of your weekend with me. Yeah, so the snow's going to roll in. So we've actually got quite a bit of time. No thunderstorms. Winds are going to be pretty much a non-issue. We go to 6,000 feet, they start to pick up a little bit. 6,000 feet, you start to get like 20 to 30 knots, 25, 30 knots. That's kind of expected. 3,000 feet, the winds are super light. So it should be, so when I look at turbulence, there should not be much in the way of turbulence tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm not worried about turbulence. Definitely not worried about turbulence until later in the day. So that's good. And as far as icing goes, there shouldn't be any icing issues. I think we're flying tomorrow, man. I would definitely, it's going to be cold as balls outside, but we're definitely going to be flying tomorrow. All right, so that's the official source. So we can come over here, go to temperature, go to the North American. America. Let's look at 11 a.m. tomorrow. 10 a.m. I have the plane. So 10 a.m. they're telling us 10 to 6. They're telling us 18 degrees. That's great. 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Oh, we're gonna get in the low 20s potentially. Some of the people are going to freeze their patooties off probably. So yeah. Yeah, so hey, I think we're going flying tomorrow. As far as Sunday goes, I don't think you're flying Sunday. I'm fairly certain that storm is gonna leave us in a pretty bad way. So let's see, Sunday at noon. The winds are gonna be 15, gusting 25, so that's doable, if maybe somewhat uncomfortable. There will be scattered snow showers throughout the region as this storm system kind of blows away. The cloud base is going to be 4,000 feet, so if you're doing pattern work, you might be okay. But I don't think I would go flying on Sunday, just based on what the forecast is looking like right now. But a lot of it depends on when you end up flying, too. True about the guy who was bragging he finished the puzzle in 2 days. He was so happy because it said 7 to 8 years on the box. I hate you guys. How often can you make Cat put his hand on his head? Yeah, right? Oh, man. You guys kill me. Thank you again, though. I genuinely appreciate it, guys. It's been a good one tonight. And the fun has barely even started too, because we still have to go to, we still haven't gotten our ATC yet. So we should be getting Memphis here fairly soon, 3365. And then things are going to get nutty. Yeah, Sunday won't be great. It's like Saturday night into Sunday morning is when all the crap is going to hit. I have 2,000 more bits, 2 more jokes. How many bits did you... Actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to know, but thank you. New season content had a new mission available that involved traversing the corridors of time. We had 20 different paths to travel, 19 that gave us lore pieces, one final one that gave us an emblem, revealed a small segment of what we believe is a map to the next step of the quest. Interesting.
It was intense.
Thank you for the bits, man. I appreciate it. Cheers, buddy. How far does X-Pilot draw planes? I don't actually know the answer to that. Isn't there a configuration somewhere for it? I don't know. 5 miles? Yeah, you may not be able to see me. Truth be told, 5 miles in the real world, it's still tough to see planes. Even the big jets and whatnot. Anyway, thank you very much, man. By the way, you can make the I think you can make the text to speech go off at 500 bits. I think that's what I have the threshold set to, not 1,000. So you could have had 4 more jokes, if I'm not mistaken. I can check that though. Because text to speech is fun. As long as it's not abused. Alert box. Bits. How the hell did I set this up? Here, let's look at this together. I'm telling you, man, Streamlabs website is awful. Like, and I guess they have a lot of stuff to be able to configure and all that stuff, but it is absolutely an awful... Oh, there's text-to-speech. Yeah, 500 bits for the minimum for text. I think it's the same thing for donations, too. Yeah. Yes.
This is a test donation for $1.
Apparently I clicked that button. Oops. You will never abuse it. No, of course not. Not you. The collector on 4,000 to 7,000 pieces, supposed map. It's a massive community effort. That's kind of cool, man. Yeah, Destiny 2's got some weird stuff going on. I really want to get back into that game at some point.
Why does Snoop Dogg always carry an umbrella? Faux drizzle.
Faux drizzle. Thanks for the bits, man. Cheers. I like that one. That's actually, I think, maybe the best one you've had yet. Because it has Snoop Dogg, and it's family friendly. Crotini, good to see you. SimEdge 1TB, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. Do you know when Cape Air is getting the new aircraft? I think they have some already, don't they, Ramp Rat? I don't know when they're doing fleet-wide, but I'm pretty sure they have at least a couple of them now. They put all their efforts into Streamlabs OBS, which I do not use. Hello, Standard OBS Studio. Welcome aboard. It's good to see you. Whoa. Anything good here? We have the wheel. We can spin the wheel. I had to pull Streamlabs up to spin the wheel. You guys, some of you guys probably missed the wheel, didn't you? So,
in February, March. No, but April, May.
And that's that. This is not found. Thank you very much for the bits as well. That was a good one too. Cheers. My ground speed is currently 464. And slowing up a little bit because apparently we got fast. Might have been a weather shift there. And your spin. Thank you very much. This is not fun. I appreciate it, man. So if you missed a couple, I think it was, what was it, like 2 months ago, I think, we did the wheel. And the idea was, for those that weren't here, I jumped into the Mustang by RW Design. I started at Van Nuys, and I spun the wheel. And the wheel told me where I was going to go next. Where's the wheel at? Spin the wheel, win fabulous prizes. So, we spun the wheel, and we went then to Hawthorne. And then as we went into Hawthorne, I shot an instrument approach. Shot my instrument approach. I went and missed. And as I was flying the missed approach, I spun the wheel again, and then we diverted to that next airport. Did that, what, like 4 or 5 times, I think? It was awesome. It was so much fun. They kept the controllers on their toes. The controller Goldsy had a good time with it. I was having a blast with it. Why is this controller not... He must be too busy to pick us up or something. Because he's completely... Like, I should be on with Memphis Center right now. But he doesn't seem to care. So yeah, it was kind of a cool thing. And I'm definitely... We're going to do the wheel again. The wheel, I think, needs to be done either in a jet or probably... a jet or a turboprop. Like, if we did the wheel in the Epic, we could do that. The wheel we could obviously do in the TBM. Maybe we'll do the wheel in the King Air, because that could be kind of fun too. But it added just a total bit of randomness.
What do you call a bear without teeth? Gummy bear, lol.
Thank you for the bits. That's a good one too. That's a real good one. Not gonna lie. Geneva would probably not have liked it, no. He's busy. I just went ahead and called in. I'm gonna wait for her to contact me. Either he gives it to us or we get one from Atlanta. We could do the pocket rocket. The pocket rocket would be pretty adventurous. Actually, the pocket rocket might in some ways be easier because the climb speed means that you're basically going to get up to altitude and then just go heading hold or nav mode or whatever. And there won't be there won't be a ton of thinking to it, but the pocket rocket could be fun. Yeah, so Goldsy was the controller that night, and he sent me a message saying that really kept him on his toes. I was sweating by the end of the night, man. Like that was a super fun stream for me to do, and it was very good practice too. Definitely want to do that again at some point. There's been a recent trend of not using contact beam. And Goldie asked you at one point why you didn't just jump the fence and walk to the next one, so it would have been faster. Yeah, it's true. Well, the first city pair we had was Van Nuys to Whiteman, which is like you could have actually walked there in the time that it took me to get everything set up and off the ground. It was a super fast. Guess they haven't used them yet to JFK. Yeah, I haven't seen any of them in person. But I do know that they're using them. It's somewhere. When do we get the little Tykes plane again? you must be talking about the Kodiak. After Van Nuys, we did Burbank as well. Did we? Oh, you're right. It was because we did Van Nuys, Whiteman, and no. We were supposed to do Burbank, and I think I vetoed that one. Oh, you know what? Maybe. Oh, I don't remember now. Actually, I don't remember. Because we were supposed to go back up there. Maybe we had Burbank initially, and then well, I'm pretty sure we had Whiteman. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, we were supposed to go back up there at one point. I vetoed it. I'm like, Max made the suggestion, and I was just like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna veto this. I guess we're gonna have to call this guy 3365. Sounds like he might be too busy and unable to send a contact me request.
Flight level 330.
Status 330.
After Van Nuys, we did Burbank as well. Oh, okay. I have no idea, man.
Presidential 23, you with us?
Presidential 23.
November 2 Echo Foxtrot for your sequence into Atlanta, fly heading 220. 220 on the heading to the Fox.
Our 172 is 172 Echo Foxtrot. So 2 Echo Foxtrot's going to be... that. As soon as I heard it, I was like, excuse me? It's going to be a real interesting night for that.
Cargo Lux 48 Romeo for sequence, fly heading 220.
220, Cargo 48 Romeo.
All right. Memphis Center, good evening. United 717, flight level 370. Who's this guy?
United 717, Memphis Center, squawk 1574.
1574, United 717.
Good evening, American 1555, level 370. United 717, radar contact 35 miles northwest of Clarksville.
Position check, 717. Cool.
American 1555 checking in.
About ready to go up in a 172 to start things up in the pattern. So they're not going to let you go up in the pattern.
1560, American 1555.
But if you started at one of the feeder airports in the area and you went and you flew to Atlanta, you would definitely be kicking the hornet's nest. I would say that if you took off from something like
1555 radar contact 35 miles northwest of Clarksville.
Lima Golf Charlie might be a good one. That's about a half an hour or so to get up there. You could even do like Golf Papa Quebec. So there's definitely some airports where you could blast out of there and then go ask to fly into
for sequencing, flight heading
Atlanta.
070.
They weren't going to let you do pattern work though.
401 Tango Sierra.
Thank you.
We need an Air Force 1 emote.
Residential 23, up.
Retard.
I forget where Air Force 1 is. It's in here. It's around here somewhere.
November 2 Echo Foxtrot, clear direct Rome.
That's going to screw me up all night.
Rome, take a box, thank you.
Buff Egg, welcome to the Bear of the Month Club. Thank you very much for your support. I do appreciate that. Cheers, buddy. You've entered the domicile of the juveniles, where we have delightful conversations about blue-footed boobies and bearded tits.
And Center Delta, American 2366 for back with some audio issues. Wasn't sure if you're trying to contact me.
American 2366, negative, thank you.
No. I'm not sure if you're trying to contact me. No, I wasn't. Thank you, though. It's cool.
Delta 3159, center maintain flight level 330.
Sounds like I'll fit in perfectly.
330 Delta 315.
Why, yes.
Target Lux 4A Romeo, clear direct Matthew.
Oh,
Direct
man.
Matthew, current
Is John Fly still going? I saw him streaming tonight going into Atlanta. Nico's going. Nico's got 107 watching him. Oh man, I think Nico's got more than I do right now. What happened? What's my ETA?
17,
Half an hour.
For intro spacing, turn left heading 070.
070, United 717.
American 1555, same for you. Left turn heading 050, make it.
070.
Left turn 050, American
My ETA is about a half an hour from now. Oh yeah, John's still going. Nico's going. Man, you got everybody streaming tonight. What competition on Friday? Puck Vanek is going. Mustafa.
Memphis Center, Delta 31.
That's not how it's supposed to work. Come on, it's my night.
United 717, ascend and maintain flight level 350.
Level 350, United 717.
Delta 3159, Atlanta Center, now 133.17, good night.
Down we go.
13317, thank you.
ETA does depend on delay vectors, yeah.
November 1 Tango Sierra, clear direct Matthew.
Direct Matthew, 1 Tango Sierra.
Yeah, well, we kind of blasted out of there, you know, kind of close together. Looking forward to holding for 40 minutes. I don't think we're going to have to going into Atlanta. Like, this guy is going to have to space this out. So this guy probably has a certain level of spacing that he's required to have sending traffic into Atlanta Center. And because all of us in this sort of
contact Atlanta Center 132.25.
Good riddance. Because all of these because all of these people because all of us came from Seattle or sorry, St. Louis, and we're not spaced out especially well, like he's going to have to sort of futz around with us to get us spaced out well. And once he's got the spacing down, he hands us off. It's not really going to be much of an issue.
Right, you're turning direct Matthew now, correct?
Affirmative, we're making that turn right now. 1 tickets here.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, 172 Echo Fox is definitely our 172.
Swiss 314.
2 Echo Foxes. Yep.
Point 1 exit 1816, Swiss 314. Thank you.
It's all good.
Cargo Lux 4A Romeo, say your Mach number.
Saying 5 mile spacing wasn't good enough. Dude, Serby, you didn't give me even 5 miles, man. I'm pretty sure you left like a mile and a half, 2 miles. You're like, all right, I'm out of here. We're going. It's not the 25 or 30 miles that we had leaving Miami last week.
Swiss 314, descend and maintain flight level 330.
330.
Nose itches. It's cool.
Cargo Lux 4A Romeo, descend and maintain flight level 350.
Yeah, because I was like wheels up, gear up, and you immediately were like, all right, we're going. YOLO or something. You're on your way to KDOW. Why are you going to Love? There's some weather out there, but go to Atlanta. Go fly to Atlanta, man. Give them some traffic. They need some more traffic. There's like 100 people flying to Atlanta right now. Holy crap. But again, they've also got like 20 controllers online too. So there's that.
3317, Delta 2455, good night.
X-Pilot shows other planes chemtrails now. Oh, no kidding. I'll have to look out for that.
717, clear direct Matthew.
Direct Matthew, United 717. All right, direct Matthew. Go. I didn't think spacing was going to be really a huge issue. Interesting that there's a big black box there. I've never noticed that before. Flying for a VA, didn't know this thing was going on. All good, man. 132 arrivals, 72 departures. Holy crap, dude. 72 departures?
Delta 621, contact Indianapolis Center.
I'm kind of glad I'm not doing the turn down there this week, because it sounds like it's going to be a bit of a gong show. All planes have a big black box somewhere. Yeah, they do.
American 1555.
Got to have a big black box to hold your your voice recorder. 73 departures now. Okay, there you go. So are those people on the ground looking to leave, or are they people who have left and are in the air? How is that tallied and calculated?
American 1232, send a maintain flight level 330.
You learn how to use VATSIM. Dude, it's fun, Scuba Steve. Honestly, my Black Cockpit recorder. Yeah. Go on. Scuba Steve, happy Friday, by the way. Honestly, jump on some night, like, jump on and look for some controllers that are on some night. The Boston guys especially are really good about handling new people. I wouldn't say jump straight into an F&O your first time, but definitely there are some opportunities to jump in and go flying. Why'd we get so slow? There are definitely some opportunities to jump in and go flying when it's not quite so damn busy out. Let's do another direct here. See if the plane can find it. We seem to have lost a fair bit of momentum in that turn. King of the North, good to see you, my friend. Happy Friday. We've got a late crew coming in now. Can confirm about Boston dudes being great for newbies. They did a great job with my first VATSIM flight a few days ago. Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, Boston's where I would... Boston's great. The Minneapolis guys are generally pretty good. Those are probably the two places I'd recommend going if you're brand new. And then do a few flights, you know, get confident, and then just go throw yourself into an F&O. Like, I've seen so many bad pilots, to the point to where, like, it would be difficult in some cases for you to be worse than some of the people I've seen in an F&O. Or even like tonight. If you wanted to go do an easy one tonight, like go. There's an approach controller on at Columbus, and there's a tower controller on at, you know, Cincinnati and Louisville. So you could fly to any of those three, like between those three airports, and have a pretty good time. Like, Indy Center's not very busy. Those approach controllers aren't very busy. Hell, Boston Center's not very busy tonight, and there's a guy on there. AJ up in Minneapolis doesn't have much going on. Like, there's tons of places. Here, I'll pull a window up here. There's tons of places around the country. Like, this event seems to be pretty popular, but there's a lot of places you can go flying tonight, get some coverage, and, you know, not have to feel like you're inconveniencing anybody. Not that you should ever feel that way.
WestJet 1590 Memphis Center, Roger Squawk 1507.
Yeah, no problem, man. Here to help. Yeah, it's one of those cases where it's like dude, I was super intimidated the first time I got on a VATSIM. I was more intimidated on Pilot Edge, but I was super intimidated, you know, for both of them. And you just kind of have to realize, like, whatever, like, this mistake's going to happen. There's really, ultimately, like, even the ATC is probably terrified in some cases because, you know, they're also volunteering. They're also amateurs. Most of them don't do it for real. Unless you're flying into Chicago O'Hare with a bunch of pocket rockets on an F&O after Thanksgiving. Or before Thanksgiving. Then you might have an entire F&O staffed by real-world controllers. They can handle everything that you throw at them.
American 2366, contact Atlanta.
I've heard some people on VATSIM say things like over on the radio. Yeah. I think when I first started flying, I thought that you had to say over.
1232, contact Atlanta Center 133.
Odd question. Have you ever flown into Sterling IRL? What is the ICAO code for Sterling? I don't think I have. Battle Cattle 100, good to see you, by the way. ATO guy's doing pretty good so far. Well, there's like 20 controllers online, so I hope they're doing all right. This Memphis guy's probably got the hardest job of the night. And that's only because of us. Memphis, DC Center's got a lot of them. Like, it's always the centers around the F&O center that get kind of, they can get hit the worst. You're not supposed to say over? Crap, over? We were on Memphis Center, yeah. This guy's doing okay. Memphis guy's doing fine. I thought he was gonna be a lot busier, but it's not too bad. He's got probably maybe a dozen planes, but everybody's most everybody's en route at this point. He's top down on Memphis with a couple of guys, but everybody else is en route. Aside from us schmucks that, you know, came in and ruined the flow. We busted his chi, man. And also with you. He dealt with my 5-mile in-trail spacing real quick. Yeah, right. Oh, dear. Excuse me.
Memphis Center American 1733 Heavy.
I'm waiting for the chaos, man. We got the chaos coming up.
American 1733 Heavy, Memphis Center,
And
squawk
also
1541.
with you.
1541, American 1733 Heavy.
You don't have to say heavy to center, but that's cool.
Memphis Center, Delta.
We won't judge.
Passing through 1500.
Passing through.
65 radar contact.
We're just
on the
passing
maintain,
through. We ain't planning on
16,000.
stopping 1500, but we just gonna keep on going. Just ride on through that altitude. 3 Bravo 3. I have not been to Sterling, no. Oh, there's a glider club out there, isn't there, at Sterling?
Retard.
Uberbot! No, man, we're in the Toliss A319.
American 17,
We're not in the crash
33
factor.
radar contact 5
Uber, thank you very much for 37 months, dude. I do appreciate it. Cheers, my friend. Hey, dude, Stan and I played some Mordhau last night.
November 1 Tango Sierra, descend
And I feel like we need to get you into Mordhau.
33040.
Canicus, thank you very much for 14 months.
Retard.
I appreciate it, Canicus. Cheers, buddy. Is that for me?
33.17, good night, Southwest 8513.
That was not for me. Since I'm Texas with y'all.
November 1 Tango Sierra, contact Atlanta Center 133.17.
Good afternoon, Center. This is United 717 with y'all. How y'all doing? We're just climbing through 350, climbing up to 370. Y'all. Captain Obvious has been busy dealing with college schedule, not finished with it. Server is overloaded. That sucks, dude. When do you are you back in college? Like, have you started back yet, or are you scheduling for next year? Usually scheduling for next year doesn't happen yet. Oh, sorry. Howdy, y'all. It's United 717 climbing through 350 for 370. Plane's running great. Air's real smooth tonight. We got some big old belt buckles in the back of this one, though, so we want to make sure we get down there, save a little bit of gas. I hope y'all understand. Is that better?
311, turn left heading 270, maintain 3.
Howdy. That's how I do my CTAF calls. Providence traffic, Cherokee 401 Take us here with you 5 miles to the northeast. Make it straight in runway 23. Any traffic in the pattern, please advise. Over. I've been in college since 2 to 3 years.
American 537, contact Atlanta Center.
I see. Semester's back Wednesday. Gotcha. Okay. If you ever want to practice that accent, fly 737-800 Amazon Air under the Southern Air call sign. Yeah. There's also a cowboy call sign that I've used down in Texas a few times. If you want to talk about real world call signs that are kind of awesome. Somehow you sound more New Englander than a Midwesterner when you try to good old boy it up. Oh, I failed, Uber. I used to have a real good Southern accent when I was around people that, you know, had that accent. Not so much nowadays. Good old boy it up. I like that.
Delta 765, climb and maintain, flight level 310.
Not really much to see today. This is kind of how it's been. Do I have ortho down here? No, I don't.
Speedbird 311, turn left.
I almost did Little Rock tonight, though.
Remember the cowboy call sign near the MD-80? Yeah.
We gotta do that again some night.
United 717, descend to maintain flight level 330.
Level 330, United 717. Okay. I think you lined up the wrong runway on final in Houston. That sounds like a thing I would do. Yes, you are 100% correct. I'm now picturing this in my head. Was that Cowboy Night? Oh man. Because yeah, I got a visual approach into Houston. It had, was it Houston or was it Houston Hobby? I think it was Houston. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Hobby. It was Houston Hobby that night. Right. Because I was supposed to land on the north-south runway, and I lined up for
717 contact Atlanta Center 133.17.
133.17 United 717. Have a good night, man. So 33.17 in the no, not the transponder. I went the long way. Beep boop. Atlanta Center, good evening. United 717, flight level 336, descending flight level 330.
United 717, Atlanta Center, good evening. Welcome aboard. Can you take the Glavin 1 arrival?
It's good to see you. Can you say it again for United 717? Did you just change my arrival on me?
Center American 2366, we're back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Hobby.
Delta 2455, continue that left-hand turn, heading 360.
All right, let's start down 20 minutes or so.
360 now for 2455. United 717, Atlanta Center, you say you could take the Glavin 1?
I can take whatever you want to give me, United 717.
Delta 2455, contact center 132.25, thanks. 3225 for Delta 2455.
Glavin 1, I think you want to be on?
Center Westwind 1990 out of flight level 203 for 230. Westwind 1990 Atlanta Center, good evening. Welcome aboard. Climb maintain flight level 400.
Let's talk about Mordhouse thing later for sure, dude.
United 717, join the Glavin 1 arrival. Proceed direct to McGriff. Center maintain flight level 230 at your discretion and maintain Mach .80.
Okay, Mach .80, flight level 230, our discretion. Join the Glavin 1 arrival from McGriff, United 717. Where do you want us in the transition on the speed?
United 717, stand by.
All right, .80.
Delta 1417, contact Indy Center 119.55, thanks.
We're going to be direct McGriff, so let's go to then flight plan.
5, Delta 1417, good night.
Okay, Atlanta,
6, contact center 132.25,
left.
thanks. 3225,
Glavin 1,
American 23.
Novia from McGriff. Insert.
And they're going to give Delta 1090, level 230.
Let's go manual mode for now.
Surplus 8513, contact center 132.25,
And then
thanks.
insert, direct, McGriff,
32.25, Southwest
insert.
8513.
Delta 1090, contact.
Okay, so McGriff, Dent, Aaron,
320,
Glavin, and then in from there.
Tango
Okay.
Sierra, contact center 132.25, thanks. 3225, yeah.
23,000, and we'll go ahead and start down. And we're trying to accelerate to Mach .80.
1555, leveling, flight level 330.
You're going to get 300 in the transition if you don't ask for anything else.
American 1555, Atlanta Center, good evening, welcome aboard. Center maintain flight level 230 at your discretion, maintain Mach .80.
Okay. So that's happening.
Alright, down 230 at discretion, Mach .80, American 1555.
Okay, we're on the VNAV down. Still doesn't give me a speed in the transition. He's only giving me Mach 0.80. I'm going to say 300 knots is the fastest he's going to get out of me. Before I'm going to switch over to speed mode.
United 717, if you could do me a favor when you're passing the transition altitude for Mach number, just can you let me know your indicated airspeed?
Yeah, it's going to be 300 knots, United 717.
United 717, maintain 300 knots indicated.
Yeah, maintain 300 knots, United 717. So as you're descending, as you're climbing and whatnot, eventually you switch from IAS, indicated airspeed, to Mach mode to judge your speed, or to know how fast you're going. And what happens with Mach mode is that as you climb, Mach stays the same, but the indicated airspeed comes back. So at some point as you're descending, if you stay at that same Mach number, your indicated airspeed is going to keep going up. So in this case, we're climbing, and I'm going to give him 300 on here. So eventually I've got to switch then over to that button right there, indicated airspeed. So I've told him I'm going to give him 300 knots on the indicated airspeed in the transition. If he just said Mach 0.8, I don't know what speed you want me at after 0.8, so I'm just going to go with whatever my VNAV says. And in this case, my VNAV says, hey, you should be flying this descent at 266 knots, which is going to be very inconvenient for this guy trying to sequence me into Atlanta. I think he gave you a descend via. He gave me descend 230 discretion, so I did not get a descend via. Even if I got a descend via, there's no there's no speed restrictions on this plate ever. So like the arrival doesn't even tell me how fast to go. So yeah, it was up to him to tell me how fast do you want me to go, good sir, and that's exactly what he did when he said, okay, give me what you can. So I could go 310 if I wanted to, because it looks like we could probably do. My guess is we could get it up to probably 310 to 317 before VNE, but I want a little bit of buffer there just in case we hit any bumps or whatnot. So 300 it's going to be. He gave me 0.80 until 230. Did you ever hit 230, Serby? Oh, Mach 0.80 at 230 is like 340 knots. Yeah, right. You can't do that. 340 knots indicated, not even true. Oh, yeah. So it's still like the barber pole's still going up. Yeah, so that's the thing, Serby, is that at some point between where you were at and 230, you need to transition. X-Pilot keeps telling me. Keeps telling me I'm screwing up here. Yeah, I did 300. Yeah, it's a smart play. I've had controllers a couple times where I've asked what speed they want in the transition. They're just like, huh? Like nobody's ever asked me that before. But we'll just ride the VNAV down to 23. He'll eventually give us to somebody else. All these years with flight simulators, I still screw indicated airspeed and true airspeed. That's fine. Indicated airspeed is what you see on the tape. True airspeed is what you calculate based on your altitude and the outside air temperature. Well, based on the pressure and the outside air temperature, but it's based on altitude and the OAT. It's really just based on altitude at some point. But yeah, true airspeed will be... True airspeed with no headwind or tailwind component will be the speed that you're moving over the ground. Indicated airspeed will be different. Your frame rate is now healthy. The frame rate keeps like doing this because it's doing scenery loads and all sorts of crap. Well, hopefully things, yeah, we're 45 FPS, we're doing okay. Airbus driver, what's going on, man? Just push the expedite button. That's true, we can do that.
Hot mic. Hot mic.
Hot mic.
Hot mic.
Summer in the city.
United 717, contact center 132.25, thanks.
3225, United 717, we'll see it. Hot mic.
Aircraft control, trying to call Atlanta Center, you're coming through very low and garbled. American 1232, right turn heading 160. 160, 1232.
Atlanta Center, good evening, United 717, flight level 244, descending flight level 230, 300 knots assigned.
United 717, Atlanta Center, reduce speed to 250 knots.
Reduce speed 250 knots, United 717. I see it's going to be one of those kind of nights. All right, let's get our destination data in here. Atlanta ATIS, information Delta 11013, 110/13. Temperature 08. No icing on this arrival.
2455, descend maintain flight level 210.
Altimeter 3051.
For 2455.
And I'm sure we're going to get an ILS. We'll just plan for 200 knots on the arrival.
The
approach.
13,000.
Down we go.
Turtles 48 Romeo, when able, proceed direct, or if able, proceed direct.
Cat bussing.
Alright, door chipper, Turtles 48 Romeo.
Skipper Surfer, how you doing, man? Were you impacted by the fires at all out there?
Right turn heading 230.
My old navigator in me says ICE-T, indicated to calibrated to equivalent to true. Oh man, we don't even. What is equivalent? I don't think I know what equivalent is. I know what calibrated is. I don't think I know what equivalent is though.
Good evening, American 1555, level 230.
Hello and slow, yeah.
United 717, I have a reroute advisory to copy.
Already copy, United 717.
United 717, you can now clear the Atlanta Airport via direct smog for the Gandalf 2 arrival.
Cleared Atlanta direct smog, Gandalf 2 arrival, United 717. This is the second reroute, by the way.
Let's see, American 1555, Atlanta Center, reduce speed to 250 knots.
250 knots, American 1555.
American 2366, same for you, I can get you on the Gandalf and a little bit quicker, would you like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
American 2366 and that cleared at the Atlanta Airport via direct
I need to
smog,
find out.
Fly heading 170.
170 smog and Gandalf, American 2366.
Not the Glaven, I want the Gandalf. What the hell is smog?
Yeah, 717, 710, flight level 210.
Level 210, not 717.
Southwest 8513, they're not accepting your handoff, right turn heading 270.
270, right turn, Southwest 8513.
American 1232, right turn heading 270.
Oh boy.
Right to 270.
Oh, I pissed it off now.
401 Tango Sierra, left turn heading 360. 360, 401 Tango Sierra. Control aircraft on frequency for line on the chipper, Glavin arrivals. Heavy delays at the moment.
Oh no. Oh, heavy delays expect delayed vectors. He's not holding anybody yet.
Southwest 5249, contact.
Alright, so we're going to smog now.
279, Southwest 5249. Cargo X48 Romeo, they're still not accepting the handoff where you're at there.
Put him in a hold. Put him in a hold. Okay, 210, direct smog, 250 knots.
Cargo X48 Romeo, descend maintain 900,000.
Gandalf has a 250 speed restriction.
9,128.0,
And there's a 250 after that as well. So we've been put on one of the southeast arrivals for the airport now. So let's clear out all this stuff. We'll have to go back in, probably do one more reprogram once we know. I have to do one more reprogram here once I know what the approach is going to be. But I won't know the approach until I get the next approach controller. Okay. Expedite gives you Mach 0.8 into 340 plus extra AP authority. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Good to know. Where's the Expedite at? Does this plane have an Expedite? Obviously, I'm not going to see it right now, but would it be on the descent page here, or would there be another way of doing that? Oh, is there oh, there's a button right there. That's Expedite. Yes. Okay. I learned something new today. Thank you. Where was the FNO tonight? Atlanta. Low flying, good to see you. Dan if I do, Dan if I don't, welcome aboard. Listen, Phone, give to me a sub. They're not here, but much appreciated to them. It's fun watching the channel. Keep it streaming to my bro. Thank you very much, Dan. Happy Friday. I'm the real Taco. Good to see you. I think we got everybody now, right?
537, line over the center, descend via the Gandalf 2 arrival, mile altimeter 3051.
I never knew what the expedite button did.
Descend via the Gandalf arrival, American 537. 401 Takeoff here, descend and maintain 15,000. 15,000, 1 Takeoff here. 1 Takeoff here, turn left heading 230. Left 230 and 15,000, 401 Takeoff here. American 1555.
Oh man, they got so much traffic coming in.
Left turn 0 to 0, American 1555.
Holy crap.
Southwest 8513, right turn heading 020.
Here's the chaos. So we're going to fly down here and then make our way up from that direction. Ian is apparently being held up here for some reason. Interesting. Serby got a delay vector.
Southwest 85, disregard. Delta 3159, Delta 3159, climb maintain 13,000 for traffic. Climb 13,000, 3150. Delta 3159, right turn heading 360, shouldn't be too much longer.
This guy's the busy one.
Thanks for your patience.
No problem. Passengers just wondering if I know how to fly. 360, 13,000.
Just beware, an expedite ignores all altitude constraints. Oh. Well, yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. Interesting. So you would generally, I'm guessing you would hammer that button in the event of an emergency, yes? Like, is there a case in the real world where you would hit the expedite button, Scarebus driver? I guess like the case I just had where they're like 0.80 and as fast as you can give me, but I'm assuming that's primarily like an emergency kind of thing. Dub Aviator, good to see you. I just landed 2 hours ago. It was super busy. That's still super busy, I think. He almost had a mid-air collision. Oh, no. Artist of Simulation, good to see you. Kelvo 907, good to see you, man. Sorry I missed you. Expedite is drop anchor. Yeah, pretty much, right? I'm hoping when ATC says expedite. Yeah, that's a good point. Good work. That's going to be very uncomfortable for your passengers, though.
American 1555, descend maintain plottable 180, turn right heading 230.
It's kind of pretty.
All right, down to 180 and right turn to 230, American 1555.
That's my favorite thing about the flight sim stuff.
401 Tango Sierra.
There's people with such varied backgrounds, such as like real-world airline pilots that can come in and teach you stuff.
17 descend via the Gandalf 2 arrival, on altimeter 3051.
Send me the Gandalf 2 arrival, 5 on the altimeter 9717.
Delta 3159, right turn heading 360.
360, 3159.
Oh, I think our VNAV is all hosed now.
Delta 2455, descend maintain plottable 190.
Kind of 190
I don't know what to do with
American
my approach.
Contact approach 127.9.
8,000.
Going to approach at 127.9. Thanks for the easy.
I do have a VNAV path up here. Okay, so we'll watch for that to start moving, and we'll see if it does anything. I don't know if it's actually going to give me a crossing. It thinks I'm doing an ILS approach right now. We use it for high-speed descents. ATC asked for max forward. Emergency descent is another use. Got it.
X1232, descend maintain 9000, 128.0. 9000, 128.0, 1232.
It's going to grab these altitude restraints. So I think it's. Yeah, I think the descent profile is going to work. Because technically we've already passed top of descent. We're in descent.
Southwest 8513, right head.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're 3,000 feet. Okay, there it is. We're 3,000 feet below the vertical path.
8513.
So we should. That number is going to come down. We'll get closer, and then we'll start to see the vertical path move, and then I can push forward and give the plane control. Aha!
1432, line center, roger, reduce speed to 250 knots. 250 knots, support Delta 1432.
I think Scarebus is on something different nowadays, though, if I recall. I won't say what you're flying. I'll leave that up to you.
Southwest 8513, right turn heading 160, direct 11.
There you go. He's flying 787s nowadays.
160, direct 11, Southwest 8513.
Nailed it!
401 Tango Sierra, left turn heading 120. Left 120, 401 Tango Sierra. Record 1555.
Ian, is this going to be your first super busy F&O? Obviously, it's the first one in that airplane. I have to wonder about the legitness of this turn here, but we'll let it go. How are we looking now? Vertical deviation 1,000 feet. We should see movement on the VNAV on the vertical path here in a moment.
American 2366, thanks for your help tonight. Contact approach 127.9.
No problem, over to approach 127.9, 2366.
There it comes. Yes!
Approach Delta 1432, just wondering if you have a runway assignment for me yet.
Capture?
It's almost impossible to predict right now. 9 right or 8 left, but most likely 9 right. American Delta 1432.
It's almost impossible to predict what runway you're going to get right now. Do you miss the dinner table on the Airbus?
28.0.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry for what we've done here, Scarabus. We've opened a can of worms. Is there any mileage you have to get to fly by a fix?
1555, right turn heading 280.
No, there's flyby fixes and there's flyover fixes. These are all flyby fixes, so close, I guess. I don't actually. That's a good question. I have no idea. I'm sure somewhere that's been defined for avionics and whatnot, but it's not something that we would really. Usually, you don't get a turn like this, so usually this is kind of a non-issue. But it's certainly possible to get a turn like this if you're flying like VORs and stuff like that.
Right turn heading 360.
Right turn 360, American 1555.
I love heading in the opposite direction of the airport. Welcome to VATSIM, Serby.
Right turn heading 090.
You should learn not to listen to me, man.
Right turn 090, 3159.
2455, descend and maintain.
Gandalf 11,250. Howler 10,250. Schuler 8,000. Schuler at 8,000 is the bottom of this one. We're coming up on not standard. So let's go 3051. Set.
2455, left turn heading 070, vectors for space.
And 070, that is down for 2455.
Atlanta Center, Delta 765, passing through 24,000.
Delta 3159, right turn heading 1.
Unless my phrasing wasn't. I got what you mean now. Yeah, how close do you have to come to a flyby fix before making your turn? And I don't recall that I've ever read anything about that restriction and what that number would be.
Right turn heading 120.
Right turn 120, American 1555.
Because, I mean, we're doing 250 knots. We're going to have a 40-knot tailwind here in a second, too, once we make the turn. So, like, we don't want to get too close because we go sailing right by it. That being said, most airplanes in X-plane are going to treat it like everything like a flyover fix. So, like, there's a lot of planes in X-plane.
Transition altitude. Nearest altimeter 3052.
Thank you. A lot of airplanes in X-plane are going to treat it like a fly over the fix, and then start making the turn. So you're going to go way out there and then come back, and then go direct to your next point.
Yeah, 717, contact approach 127.9.
27.9 or 717.
So you're going to be ignited at 34, or correction, 3749, joining you, level 240.
Or 4.
118.35, my apologies, Souls 4567.
Information Echo 110, 10 knots, 10 miles, scattered 13,000, altimeter 3051. They're using all the runways.
The ILS for my 10.
Okay, he got 10. That might be what we get.
10, Delta 1255.
Southwest 2255, maintain 200 knots.
200 knots.
Tray table's particularly good in emergencies. You can layer EFB, QRH paper to be more organized. 787 doesn't need it as it's got a brilliant checklist system. Still a great tool for being organized that everybody misses. Oh, no kidding. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that makes sense. It's also a nice place to put your book while you're reading in flight too, right?
180 heading and down to 7,000. American 537.
American 2366, speed 210, descend and maintain 4,000.
Speed 210 down to 4,000, 2366.
Cathay 3284, heavy speed 210, descend and maintain 7,000.
Oh boy, this guy's busy too.
Southwest 2255, turn right, heading 290.
Right 290, Southwest 2255.
Speedbird 227, turn right, heading 270. Delta 1254, maintain 11,
This is a flustercuck.
Maintain 11,000, Delta 1254.
American 537, contact approach 118.35.
It's all right. He'll eventually call for me.
American 537.
American 2366, expedite that descent down to 4,000 for me. Contact approach 1635, take care.
You take care now, you hear?
Cathay 3284, heading 270. Contact approach.
On my jumpsuit flight, the pilots had literal tablecloths for their crew meals. I was at the point I realized I was in the wrong profession.
Southwest 2255, descend and maintain 7,000.
7,000, Southwest 2255.
Delta 1254, turn right.
Got a long ways to go before we got to really check in with this guy, so we got time.
360, Delta 1254. Good evening, Air Force 2.
Almost got in.
5,500, descending via the SIF 2, we have Echo.
Air Force 2.
Air Force 2, upon approach low, expect the ILS, runway 10.
Expect the ILS 10, Air Force 2.
Atlanta approach Southwest 901, technique.
Southwest 931, line approach low, runway 9 right.
9 right, Southwest 901.
Approach United 717, 3000, descending Gandalf 2.
United 717, line approach low, clear direct to Atlanta Airport, descend and maintain 8,000.
Direct Atlanta Airport down to 8,000, United 717. You got speed force?
Maintain 230 knots.
Okay, 230 knots, United 717.
Approach Air Force 2.
Air Force 2.
Hey, we're going to be on the north side of the airport. Any chance of anything further north? Or if not, 10 is fine.
Proceed direct to the airport.
The north side's kind of really bad right now.
No, I got it. You guys are busy. We'll take 10 is fine. Air Force 2, thanks.
All right, if you say so.
South 2255, approach 1835. Good night.
1835, see you.
Actually, just make sure you're in that descent down to 7. Oh, you are. Okay. Down to 7,000. South 2255.
Can you tell me 3,000? Or 5,000?
227. Descend and maintain
Or some other
7,000.
altitude. I should probably ask.
Contact approach 118.35.
Descend 7,000 feet. Contact approach on 118.35.
Or was it 7,000?
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Somebody's flying call sign Trump 2020 727. Great.
Air Force 2 reaching 12,000. Reduce speed to 210.
But it's at 8K. That sounds more realistic, yes.
12,000, reduce speed to 210, Air Force 2.
Approach United 717. Apologies. Can you verify the altitude we're descending to?
At 717, no problem. Descend and maintain 8,000.
Okay, 8,000. Misheard it. 717. Thank you. Thank you. Someone's Delta 420. Val dudes used to fly around with the 420 call sign all the time on pilot edge. You just kind of shake your head at it, but like, you know what? Whatever, man.
250 Delta 1254.
All right, we can open descent that 230 knots.
Southwest 901, speed 210. Descend and maintain 7,000. Down to 7,000.
Direct to the airport is very strange.
Speedbird 227 if you're not already over, 1835, 18.35.
We didn't get an expect runway though. so they don't know what they're going to do with this just yet.
Contact approach 118.35.
118.35, Southwest 901.
Delta 1254, turn left, direct Fries, resume the arrival.
Alright, we're going to go direct.
Billy 10-10-10-1, good to see you. Why not just go Air Force 1 at that point? Yeah, right? Well, because you don't have a 747. Air Force 2 is a 752. If you don't have a 747, you can't... If you're going to fly a 752, you can't be Air Force 1, because imagine how much you would ruin the immersion of all these people flying into Atlanta. Every single one of them, you would absolutely crush the immersion. And this is serious business. Why doesn't my...
United 717. Were you assigned a runway?
Negative.
At 717, Roger. Expect the ILS runway 10 if you have it.
Okay, I'll expect ILS 10, United 717.
Air Force 2. I just want to make sure I gave your speed 210.
Hey, firm, we're slow to 210 now.
Okay. Let's go to heading hold mode. Is this going to get real weird here in a second? ILS runway 10. No star. No via. Insert.
Just wondering,
Insert.
do you want us to maintain 1000 for Delta 1254?
And we're still direct to the airport.
Delta 1254, I'm affirmative. Until I get you to turn on the downwind heading, I have to keep you at 11.
I mean, yes, it can be any aircraft depending on who's on board. Yes. But we all know the real Air Force One is the 747. And you can't ruin the sanctity of my immersion tonight. Flying in the 752. Come on. No, I got you. This is Delta 420.
Air Force 2, turn left heading 340, short vector for space.
My immersion!
Confirm heading.
Legacy 2039, what's going on, man?
Affirmative 340.
The flight factor does not. I think the flight factor can fly holds now. I know it.
717, speed 210, descend and maintain 5,000.
Speed 210, 5,000, United 717. That means we're going to go approach hold.
United 717, turn left, heading 360, vectors ILS, runway 10.
360, United 717, ILS, vectors ILS.
Delta 1254, speed 210, descend and maintain 7,000.
210 down to 7,000, Delta 1254.
Air Force 2, turn left heading 270.
Wait, was it 7,000 or 5,000 I was assigned?
270, Air Force 2.
Crap, I forgot the damn air. I forgot the...
420, speed 210.
Air Force 2 is 757, yeah. What was my altitude again? Because I forgot it again.
Speed 210,
Help.
turn heading 210.
I gotta start writing this crap down.
Delta 420.
5,000, okay, thank you.
180 heading, speed 210 still.
Roger, 180 heading for Delta 420.
Delta 1254, contact approach 118.35.
You want to say something cool?
118.35 for Delta 1254, thank you.
This is me in the cockpit of Air Force 2. It was pretty sweet. I can assure you it was big enough to hold the fat guy. We were limited.
717, contact approach 118.35, hostile east.
1835. We'll see you later, man. United 717. Baby. Speed 210. Oh, what happened? No, no, no. Whoa. I activated approach phase and it sped up. Check your avionics, kids. Approach United 717, 5,000.
Got 717, approach 7maintain 3,000.
3,000, United 717. Oops.
Got 717, send right 070.
070, United 7. 070, United 717.
901, send maintain 6,000.
I'm completely screwing all of this up tonight. I wasn't at 5,000.
55, increase to maximum approach speed, 119.3, bye-bye.
That guy's not from Atlanta, by the way.
Speed 1930, Southwest 2255.
At least not originally.
American 2366, lowest minimal approach speed, 119.3, bye-bye.
Low speed and 119.3, have a good night.
Spirit 227 right, heading 070, clear Dallas, runway 90 right.
070, clear Dallas, runway 09 right, speed by 227.
Okay, reef and approach. I forgot to do that.
Southwest 901, turn right, heading 310.
Turn right, heading 310, Southwest 901.
American 2366.
ILS 10, Atlanta 111.55, 111.55 is tuned in, 095 on the course, 9,000 feet of runway to work with, 1,000 foot for the touchdown zone elevation.
Okay, disregard.
Did he just say... Did he just drop an F-bomb? Fairly certain he just said F-it. Final approach fix can be 2,700 feet, Z-man. Down from there, minimums today are 500 feet.
Delta 14, first to maintain 8,000, turn right.
500 feet for the minimums. And missed approach is going to be straight ahead, 1,400 right turn, 3,000, join the Atlanta 185 radial to SCAR.
Turn right, heading 020, Southwest 901.
2,500.
Air Force 2 is descending 8,000. Air Force 2, roger.
Okay.
That's 1245, descending, maintain 4,000.
Got the robot voice going. Thank God I brought extra fuel. Always bring extra fuel to an F&O. I'm assuming tower is going to be next, but I don't know what tower is going to be.
Sorry, that's 1254, descending, maintain 4,000.
3 tower controllers online.
1,000 Delta 1254. You got 717, fly at 070, clear Dallas 10.
070, clear ILS 10, United 717. Oh, speed breaks out. Oh. That's why we've been descending so well. Checklist.
1432, descend and maintain 6,000. Down to 6,000, Delta 432. Southwest 901, turn right, heading 060, descend and maintain 4,000.
060 down to 4,000, Southwest 901.
A bit of a wind shift.
Air Force 2, turn left, heading 230. Left heading 230, Air Force 2.
Spillner, good to see you.
260. 260, Air Force 2.
Air Force 2 was kind of a piece of crap though when I was on it, I won't lie. it was very, very janky. Okay, so exit runway 10. Oh yeah, we got a long taxiway, or long taxi to get back.
Southwest 901 right.
Runway ILS 10, that's all the way at the south complex.
Turn right, heading 080, cleared ILS 9 right.
American 537, turn right,
Does
heading
my
010.
scenery have ILS 10?
Right, heading 010, American 537.
0227.
Yes, we do, okay.
170 knots.
170 knots, speed by 227.
I wasn't sure if we had it or not. I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. Use my 10 degrees of leeway.
227, tower 119.3.
Because otherwise I'm not going to properly intercept this ILS, and I'm going to have to go around and get pissed off about it.
Air Force 2 is going to maintain 6,000. 6,000, Air Force 2. Southwest 971, right 090.
Bubba King's good to see you. We're flying into Atlanta tonight.
Right, 090, cleared ILS.
You are very late. It's alright though.
060.
Right to 060, American 537.
That's 1254, stop descent, maintain 5,000. Maintain 5,000, Delta 12.
Stop descent, he says. Do not pass go.
17, contact the tower 119.5 once you're established.
19.5 established, United 717.
Delta 1432, turn right heading 280. Right 280, Delta 432.
Atlanta Tower, United 717, ILS 10.
United 717, Atlanta Tower, wind 110 at 10, runway 10, clear to land.
Clear land runway 10, United 717. I think so, Serby. I think I've had her as a controller before. All right, speed brake armed, auto brake is armed. Lights are set. One is in sight. We have clearance. Let's go land. Also, my airplane. Because it's a flight simulator and I want to fly, damn it. Even if it's just for, 1,000 feet. Why aren't my flaps all the way down? Keep going. Okay, gear down 3 green. Flaps are down and indicated. Lights are set. Speed brake is armed. Auto brake is armed. Yes. 1,000. 1,000's checked.
2 mile final runway 10.
It's not a button simulator, right? Uh-oh. What's going on here? Please tell me the sim didn't just crash. Nope. Okay, we're good. That scared the crap out of me. We must have just loaded in about 1 million airplanes, though, for it to do that. Taxiing from Florida. I know, man. Holy crap.
100 above.
500.
Check. Gear. Flaps. Good.
Minimum.
Continue land.
500.
Why am I the only person using this runway?
400.
Not that I'm complaining because I got in. The whole reason why I got in is probably because they were going to put me on this runway. Give me the world's longest taxi. All right, got my aiming point. Gear. Flaps. Good.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. Retard. 10. 5.
First is out. Decel.
Hello, Tower.
Hello, Tower.
36 Heavy.
Made braking.
Rhino 36 Heavy, Atlanta Tower. Hello.
Hello, ground told me to contact you. I have a plane. I don't know what you're from. I don't know what you want to do, and I'm stuck at the ramps.
What?
Retard.
Covo 7. Thanks for gifting us up, man. I appreciate that, buddy.
Ground told me to
Cheers,
contact
buddy. Cheers,
Tower,
man.
and I'm stuck at the ramps. I have a plane in front of me, which is Charlie Papa Alpha.
Just go through them.
I'm on Romeo 6 on Romeo.
Okay. Cathay Pacific 3284, continue taxiing on Romeo. You can turn into South Cargo at Romeo 10.
We'll continue taxiing up to Romeo 10. We're just holding in. We saw that guy taxiing.
Alright, he'll hold his position and wait for you.
Alright, I'll continue taxiing.
Rhino 36, after the 747 passes left to right, you can taxi runway 9er left via Romeo. Hold short, runway 9er right.
After the traffic passes, taxi to runway 09.
Hello, Tower, my old
Romeo
friend.
6, Romeo, hold short 09 right initial.
Now for the world's longest taxi. All right, in Atlanta, right? Tower United 717 is clear Sierra Golf 12.
United 717, left Sierra Golf, right Sierra Charlie, hold short, runway 9er right.
Sierra Golf, Sierra Charlie, hold short, 9 right, United 717.
Retard. Retard.
King of the North, thank you very much for 19 months. I do appreciate that.
American 537,
Cheers, my
Atlanta
friends. Thank
Tower,
you.
wind 110 at 10, runway 10, cleared to land.
The soar back? What do you mean? That was a great landing. Maybe not butter. Wide viewer happy, but that was a fantastic landing. She is awfully chipper because she isn't talking to anybody. There's nobody using the South Complex.
537, can you sidestep to runway 9 right?
Oh, come on. Really? I would have sidestepped the 9 right. Nobody's using it. She's got these two cargo guys out here that can't figure out what the hell they're doing. Minus 250? Yeah, I have no idea. The replay will tell all, yes. We'll see the... Once the stone in my hand has eroded, we'll be able to finally watch the replay. Okay, so where does United park? Delta, Delta, Alaska, Allegiant, apparently. Delta, Delta. Does United go to Atlanta?
This is Delta 420 with you on the ILS for runway 10.
XP realistic.
420 Atlanta Tower, wind
Tango. They park at Tango?
runway 10, clear to land.
A lot of zeros, but Roger, clear land, runway 10, Delta 420.
I'm having a lot of fun with this.
That you are.
American 537, contact Atlanta Tower 119.3.
See ya.
Going to tower at 119.3, and thanks for the side step, American 537.
Southwest and Ryanair do harder lands all the time. That they do.
Ryanair 36, monitor tower 119.3. Good day.
Monitor tower 119.3. Good day.
T-gates all the way to the west.
Monitor tower 119.3. Good day.
19.3, United 717. We'll see it. 19.3 to monitor the tower.
American 537, Atlanta Tower, runway 9 right, clear land number 2.
Like over here? Are those T-gates?
Tower, Rhino 36 Heavy with you, bound to hold short 09 right, 2020 traffic. American 426, contact departure. Contact departure, American 426.
I don't know how accurate the airplane models in here are either. But they're literally all Deltas. Except for like the Southwest, the Alaska, the American. There's somebody flying United and some more Deltas. There's a United. I have no idea.
2304, contact departure, good day.
There was a with you? I missed the with you. From west to east, it's like TABC. Okay.
Rhino 36, Atlanta Tower, crossing 9 right without delay. Crossing 09 right without delay.
Excuse me? Did he just tell somebody to cross as soon as the dude was landing?
Southwest 981, exit left to enable traffic on a 1 mile final.
The gears aren't showing up with the CSLs.
Southwest 901, clear to the exit. Southwest 901, that was impressive. Hold short 9 left at November 5. Hold short 9 left at November 5. Rhino 367.
Oh, this guy's dragging it in, dude. Got that high alpha life going. Just kind of skimming right above the trees saying, man, I don't care.
Southwest 507 at Atlanta Tower, on out to grits, runway 9 left,
oh, no. Oh, no. He went around. Yeah, of course you went around because you were doing like 35 knots. Oh, no, he's coming in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nope, never mind. He's not going around. You can always save it.
United 717 Atlanta Tower, cross runway 9 right, hold short 9 left at uniform.
Cross 9 right, hold short, 9 or left at uniform, United 717.
United 717 to that, UPS just go through you.
I think you might have, yeah.
Approaching runway 09 right, 27 left.
Clear left.
Entered runway 09 right, 27 left.
Tower, American 537 is clearly active.
American 537, hold short 9 left at Dixie.
Dixie, that's right. It's not Delta, it's Dixie here. Talking Gerbil, good to see you, man.
Southwest 901, hold short of 9 left at November 5.
It's a family stream.
Southwest 901.
He descended and then he took off.
Approaching runway 09 left, 27 right.
Who's this? Ah, yes. This is the venerable Delta 420, I think.
Rhino 36, don't have the lightest, runway 9, correction, don't have the grids, runway 9 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear on 09 left for Rhino 36 heavy.
Rhino 36, verify first FMS waypoint.
Grid.
Thank you. Southwest 507, contact departure.
This is pretty crazy, man.
Departure,
I don't think I've ever been to Atlanta when it's been super busy. Yeah, I run flat runways, yeah. I don't have the contours on. The contours cause too much trouble, or cause too many problems when flying online, especially. Got terrible wind shear when I was on final. That wasn't you that landed with your, that landed halfway down the runway, right?
GPS 2254, heavy, cross runway 9 right, hold short 9 left.
Alright, this guy's not playing around.
Cross road 9 right and
he thumped it.
Pop up 3 base 22 ready.
Southwest 901, cross
Or maybe
runway
not,
9
actually.
left,
Might actually
join,
have been okay.
0.75.
Cross runway 9 left at Mike. Join ground points 9.75.
Southwest 901, it's going to be a left turn on Mike.
Left turn on Mike. Copy.
At 717, cross runway 9 left, join Lima, contact ground point 75, give way to the Delta 737 on Mike.
Cross 9 left, join Lima, and we'll give way to the 737 down to
Approaching
717.
runway 09 left, 27 right.
American
Entered
537,
runway
cross runway 9 left
09
at Dixie,
left,
join Lima,
27
contact ground
right.
point 75.
Cross 9 left.
That guy.
To Lima.
That guy's riding low up front.
9.75, American 537.
They see me rolling.
Air Force 2, cross, correction, hold short 9 left at Sierra. No, hold short of 9 left at Sierra, Air Force 2.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 2682, holding short, Mike 2, 9 or left. Delta 2098, have a great flight to Jacksonville. Contact the Atlanta Tower 119.3. We'll see you. We'll go over to the tower with 19.3. Thank you, sir. Great job today. Have a good one. Thank you.
Ground Hill, United 717. We're just joining Lima near uniform for T-gates.
United 717, rudder taxi to the ramp 1 via Lima. Welcome to Atlanta.
Ramp 1 via Lima, United 717. It's good to be here.
Atlanta Ground Southwest 901. Southwest 901, go ahead. Checking in with the taxi instructions to Charlie. To Charlie, Southwest 901.
Charlie.
Right turn on Mike, left turn on Lima 5, and then
Put this
Lima
taxi on
to
YouTube, it'll get 1 million views, right? Dude, that thing is still cranking too, Ernie. That video's still doing super well. I won't reveal numbers and all that stuff, but yeah, it's still doing just fine. Which is so weird. Freaking taxi. That was properly crazy, says Ian. Did you get in? That was a pretty busy F&O. Like, they handled it really well, but it was super, super, super busy.
Delta 2405, contact tower 119.3. We'll see you.
We'll do the, obviously we'll do the replay here in a second. We have to get full immersion, though.
Yeah, sorry, 119.7 34 Delta 2405.
Okay.
Roger, have a great flight.
You too.
Thanks, have a good night.
Had a 747 to 737 right alongside me. Nice, man. That's cool. Serby's palms are sweaty. Decided to stream the approach. Sweet. It's fun, man.
Speedbird 23 Whiskey at Atlanta ground. Good evening.
Retard.
Dan Vermont, thank you very much for 33 months. I do appreciate that. Cheers, my friend. I used to work at this airport. Great place. Nice. What did you do? What did you do here? What kind of work did you do? Thank you again. Tim had a metric ton of TCAS alerts. Yeah, depending on what you're flying, I can see that happening. You should have gone down to 10. Apparently runway 10 was the place to be. There was nobody landing on runway 10 except for me. We had the very chipper controller coming in runway 10. Close enough. Ramp stuff for Eastern Airlines. Nice, man. Oh, that's why you did the Eastern Airlines livery then. See, it all makes sense now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Atlanta International Airport, where the local time is 10:50 p.m. Eastern time. That was pretty okay. Yeah, that was pretty okay. All right, just checking some stuff here. Okay, let's disconnect from the old VATSIM and go check out a replay. Gotta close a few things. Disconnect. And close you, and let's do a replay on that. Because I'm curious how that was. See if the replay goes back far enough. Yeah, there you go. We're so far out here. The textures aren't even loading in. Like, the lighting is not loading in properly and whatnot. We don't need an APU. We're not going anywhere else after this. I could have probably flared. Not even flared more aggressively. I could have probably just flared, period. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Well, we get to see one of them at least. I just wanted to entertain. You took it from me. You took my replay. Why? What did I deserve this? Austin, please help. All right, my friends. Well, I guess that's where we end the night there. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. It was a blast.